right, good to go.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, who rule well. A salutation and much love to you. All came out there pushing out this word, truth, sincerity. We're the brothers from the Great Millstone, Tampa, back with another street preaching. Back out here on the streets of Babylon. All right, condemning this place. All right, searching for the elect, fishing for the elect. All right, and bringing fruit meat for repentance to the Lord. All right, so you know we're just gonna go straight to the scriptures. Go ahead and get that. We're gonna go into Revelation 15 because this is what, again, here it is again. We got the fire and water cleanup crew still here. You know, from brothers that have been watching. The element is still down. Okay, so
element resurfaced too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, element resurfaced and element got destroyed. So we already know what's happening. But you know, we're gonna go into this because this is what we're fighting for at the end of the day, man. We want to be partakers of what we about to read right here. Go ahead, though.
Because this is the book of Revelation, chapter 15, starting from the top, verse 1. It says, "And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High."
Right, that wrath that's going to fill them up is what? The anger, the indignation of the Lord. Okay, those missiles, man, it's gonna be, it's gonna be a destruction, a devastation like no other. The water, all right, when the flood happened, that took place around the whole earth, right? Flood had killed everybody but 8 souls and the animals, of course, that were on the ark. But what this nuclear destruction is gonna be 10 times worse because of what it's gonna do to this earth, man. It's gonna make the earth reel to and fro. Okay, it's gonna burn. The elements are going to burn with fervent heat. Okay, the nuclear destruction, which is prophesied in the Bible, is going to be like something that has never been seen before, and it will never be seen again. On that level of destruction will never be seen again. It never has been seen. All right, because that's why the Spirit has it that these people haven't used these missiles, man, because they call them weapons of mass destruction for a reason, man. What the Oppenheimer said, he said, "I have become the destroyer of worlds." You know, because what the Oppenheimers, they were part of the main ones that funded the Manhattan Project, all right, which created the atomic bomb and, you know, so on and so forth. Up to today, they got these weapons, man, that one warhead will destroy the size of Texas, man. And they got multiple warheads in just one missile.
So I got a quick precept to back up what the brother was saying. It's in the book of Daniel, chapter 12. Verse 4, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end."
And that's why now we're able to understand. Because remember, the prophets of old, they spoke about nuclear destruction. Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, Isaiah, Ezra, they all spoke about nuclear destruction. But nobody, you know, people reading it from when it was written all the way up to 1960s, nobody really could understand it. Like, damn, we're talking about fire and hell and the lake of fire. Now, we're at the end. Now it's been revealed to who? The prophets. Amos 3:7 real quick. Hold that.
"But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased."
Look, man. Hey, knowledge be increased not only through technology and all this worldly things, but the scriptures, all right? The knowledge of the scriptures have been increased, man. The Lord has opened the prophet's mind up to fully be able to understand the whole scriptures, you know, all the scriptures. That's why you got to know the whole word, eat the whole roll, all right? And now only the people that are going to be able to do that are the servants of the Lord. Go ahead, get that real quick. Go back to Revelation.
Amos chapter 3, verse 7. It says, Amos chapter 3 and verse 7. It says, "Surely the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets."
Right, there you go, man. So the ones that are going to be able to understand these things at the last days, the end times, are going to be the servants, the prophets. It clearly tells you who his servants are. So you see, you got people saying, "Oh, I serve the Lord. I'm a servant of the Lord." Oh yeah, you prophesying? They get caught. They don't know what to tell you then. When you talk about prophecy, they don't know what that is, man. You tell them to point out one prophecy in the scriptures, it's gonna take them a minute. You ask us that, man, we gonna, and the time they get one prophecy, if they can even find it, we're gonna give you like 10, 20, you know. Go ahead.
It says, I'll read verse 1 again. Revelation 15:1, and I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire.
Right, so John the Revelator, he's seen this vision. He's actually living it. You know, he was living in it. You know, the Lord probably put him in a trance, and he had like a outer body experience, so to say. That's how he was able to, because he's looking down. You know, go ahead, though, because you're gonna explain it. That sea mingled with glass is him being on a chariot. All right, that transparent floor, looking down and seeing the lake of fire, which is America. All right, because like Paul, who was it? I think it was Paul Tahar. He just said it, when we go to the chariots, we're not gonna be in France looking down at France. We're gonna be looking down at America. You know, we're gonna go straight up and get Lord's will with those men. We're gonna go up and we're gonna witness the missiles coming down, the fire burning. All right, we might be able to, you know, because we're gonna be changed. You know, we're gonna have those angelic bodies or those super bodies, so to say. And who knows, we might be able to zoom in with our sight or something, you know, eagle eye type shit. Yeah, kind of. So we might be able to see one person specifically, you know. Go ahead. Can I get this? Yeah, go ahead.
Just the word reveal, real quick. It said reveal the secrets. It says uncovered from the late 1400s. It says uncover, disclose. It says opposite of, right? Uncovered.
The mysteries. Remember, even Yahushua said it. The mysteries of the kingdom of heaven are given unto you, but the rest were blinded. You know, or it wasn't given unto them. It was uncovered only to a certain few. Because what you gotta have, like that movie They Live. When you could only see these things if you had the glasses on, and that's what we got. We got that eye salve, you know.
Yeah. A little bit more for you, bro. It says reveal from the. That was from the. So this from the verb. It says make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people.
There you go, man. And that's why we prophesy, because we're making it known to the public. So you can say I didn't know, because we're making it known to you. It was given unto the prophets, but what are they supposed to do? Prophesy.
Right.
You know, so that's how it's being uncovered for the rest of the world. But what? People don't believe us. That ain't our problem. People don't want to think, you know,
Romans 3:3
could never be destroyed.
Romans 3:3.
Yeah, no, exactly. Your belief is irrelevant when it comes to the scriptures. It don't matter if you believe it or not. You can stand in the middle of the street and believe that you're not gonna get hit by a car, but odds are you're gonna get run over, you know.
The scriptures say no private interpretation.
Yeah. Exactly, because there's only one. The mysteries, first of all, you have to be given the understanding. They're given the mysteries. So that's what the brother just said. There's no private interpretation. You either got it or you don't. Go ahead.
Got it. It says, or that was meant to be kept a secret.
Or that was meant to be kept a secret, which it wasn't. This truth wasn't meant to be kept a secret, but it was meant to be kept a secret to the masses, though. Because even when we tell them, they still don't believe. The masses still won't believe, you know. So what? It's been what's the word? It's been stored away from them. Even they're right there. It's like brothers remember the cartoon Aladdin, and when he was in the mouth of the lion or whatever with the treasure, it was right there, but he couldn't get it. You know, it wasn't for him. You know. Go ahead. You got something?
Isaiah chapter 29 verse 10. For Yahweh have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
Quote it again, Brother Sean. Quote it again.
Isaiah chapter 29 verse 10. For Yahweh have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers have he covered. And the vision of all is becoming to you as the words of a book that is sealed.
Yep. So hey, the book is sealed. But what? There was one that was worthy enough to unseal it, but only to a certain few. You know, you gotta have the VIP pass, so to say, to get into this party. And better said, you had a VIP pass to get into this wedding and stay, because somebody might creep in. But what they gonna do? They're gonna you gonna be in the wrong attire. You're gonna be wrapped. What they say, bound, and they're gonna be tossed out, man. So the rest of the people are asleep, so they can't see what's going on. That's why people can. Here it is. You know, this last year has been hell on these people. There's all kind of chaos going on around the world. Wildfires raging again in the West. Shit, even here in Florida, they got a wildfire burning right now. Earthquakes, mudslides, all kind of shit been going on. Look at these people. They're not there right now, but there's people partying, having a good old time. I guarantee you, in about an hour or two, there are gonna be people waiting outside to get into the club. You know, because what? They can't see what's going on, man. We're not in that woo spirit, as in the sense of we love this place. Right. We're in the rejoicing spirit of seeing this place fall. All right, that's what rejoices us.
The scripture says, "No greater joy hath a man than to see the downfall of his enemy." Or 9 things I counted, happy.
That's why we rejoicing, man. And the scriptures tell that our sorrow shall be turned into joy. That was it on that.
A little bit more. Isaiah chapter 29:11, and the vision of all is becoming to you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, "Read this. I pray thee." He said, "I cannot, for it is sealed."
That's right. So it's sealed, man. So again, that's why we can spend 2 hours with somebody breaking down scriptures, but it's sealed unto them. It's just like beating the dead horse. Get up, motherfucker, get up. Motherfucker's dead. The horse ain't gonna do nothing for you, man.
It's like the scriptures have the record of #1 selling book.
Yeah.
So everybody got the book. It's sealed.
Yeah, it's the most translated book, the most ever sold. The book with the most what's the things that back it up, that's outside of it, you know what I'm saying? So, but people still can't get it. Oh, that's a book of fairy tale. But why is it the #1 book ever sold? Why is it a book of prophecies? And where you can go to, it's not hard, man. But the thing is, people don't know the Bible. You start telling them about how it speaks on history, and man, I know that was in the Bible. Even people that go to church, they go to church every day, and you bring out facts of history in the Bible, they're like, oh shit, I didn't know that was in there. It's because you don't know it's sealed unto you. Like I said, you can have it. I was talking to my mom the other day. I was like, look, you can read the Bible till your eyes are bleeding, till you pass out, and you still ain't gonna get it. Because I was telling her about the shit that was going on. She was like, yeah, that's why we got to read the scriptures. I said, look, you can read the scriptures till your eyes are bleeding. She gets it, but she gets it, but she don't. But she helps the brothers also. Lord have mercy on them.
Isaiah 42 verse 18. The point is verse 19. Isaiah 42 and verse 18.
And the reason we're gonna get back to Revelation 15, but we're doing a full circle here because the reason we understand these things is because the Lord has revealed it unto us. Lord is what we do with those men. So we understand what the sea of glass mingled with fire. You read that to somebody, they're gonna look at you like you got 3 heads, man. And then explain it to them. That's why it's a gift of faith to believe in this word, man. Because it's written in parables. The majority of the scriptures is written in code, so to say, and you have to have the key. You know what I'm saying? Like a map is useless without the key. The legends. Yeah. If you don't know, okay, what is this? Where am I on the map? You gotta understand what you read, man.
Isaiah 42 verse 18.
Hellcats and Trailhawks. Where's the car at?
Yeah. Isaiah 42 verse 18. Hear ye deaf, and look ye blind, that ye may see.
Because we were blind and dead at one point, man. Is that dead or deaf? Deaf. Right. So we were blind, we couldn't see, we couldn't hear, and dead. Yep. We were dead spiritually. We were spiritually blind. We were spiritually deaf. We were spiritually handicapped, man. Right. But now the Lord has the healing it begins within. You know what I'm saying? Right. The Lord heals you from within, and then ultimately He's gonna heal us completely with those new bodies.
That's why Yahushua said, I am not come for them that are whole, but them that are in need of physician.
And He said He come with healing in His wings.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come. Verse 19. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as the Lord's servant? Seeing many things, but thou observest not.
Right, so these people see a lot of things, and then we'll point it out to you in the scriptures. We'll say, hey, look, why is this going on around the world? Well, hey, it's right here in the scriptures. This is why it's happening. Why is America divided? It's right here in the Bible. Why is the world hating Americans? It's right here in the Bible. Why is America going to be destroyed with thermonuclear missiles? It's right here in the Bible, but you still can't see it. See, we'll tell people this, we'll break it down so a preschooler could understand it. That's how, how low we get, how basic we can make it, that a toddler could understand what we're saying, but they're blind, so they can't get it.
And children will understand and believe quicker than an adult will.
That's why Yahweh said, because remember the kids wanted to come up to him, and the disciples, they didn't want to, but he said, hey, let them come over, man. That was it on that?
A little bit more, okay. Seeing many things, but thou observest not. Opening the ears, but he heareth not.
Yeah, because when they walk by, that's the Lord opening your ears. Because, hey, now you got to hear this. You don't want to understand it, though, or you can't understand it at the end of the day. So, we don't really get upset. Somebody don't want to get it with the program. That's your problem. At the end of the day, that's a personal problem. All right? And it's going to be a personal issue with the Lord when he come back. If you don't want to believe his messengers, all right, then he's going to get rid of you. Got something real quick?
You're speaking on being dead and blind and everything. This is going into Ezekiel 37. Let's get to the point. Ezekiel 37 and 11. It says, Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dried, our hope is lost, we are cut off of our parts. Going into that, speaking of, these are actual people that's walking around. They're not like physically dead, but they're dead to who they are, like the brother was going into. They're blind to, the walking dead, so we say.
Right, they're just a bag of bones, man. Useless eaters, waste of space, waste of air, But what? They're physically, spiritually dead, but they're going to be physically dead real soon, and however the Lord sees fit. All right, so let's go back to the Revelation real quick.
Can I get one proverb?
Show up. Oh, okay, yeah.
Job 21 and 14. Job 21 and 14 says, Therefore they say unto the Most High, Depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
There you go, man. Our people don't want to hear the knowledge of the Most High. They don't want to hear about the ways of the Lord, because it's contrary to everything they've been told. And they love being wicked. Our people love being wicked. So when we tell them, look, this is the way of life, this is how you're going to get salvation. It ain't going to church in harlot houses, all right? They're not going to get you saved, man. You got to come directly through the way, which is Yahushua, which is this word, all right? Yahushua was the word made flesh, so that's only one way through the pearly gate, so to say, And since our people don't want to hear it, hey, well, we're talking about here in America, you are what we call 2/3, or what the scriptures call 2/3, man, all right? And your death is going to be a horrible one if you even make it to the missiles, all right? Because a lot of people are going to starve to death. A lot of people are going to be raped to death. A lot of people will run over, all kind of ways, man. You name it, it's going to happen. There's going to be people dying all kind of ways, falling from buildings, all right? The suicide levels is going to drop, though. You ain't going out easy, that's for sure. And if you do make it to the missiles, it's going to be an excruciating death.
Back at Revelation 15 verse 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast.
Yeah, and who are the ones that got the victory over the beast? The ones that are able to understand these words, man. The ones that believe. Because not everybody has to come out here and prophesy to get saved. There's going to be the great multitude. Yeah. Because in Revelation 7, it specifically mentions the 144,000. And it tells you that they're the servants. And we read in Amos 3 and 7 who were the servants, the prophets. So it named them 144,000, and then it didn't give you a number, it just said a great multitude. Right. So all them people are going to believe. That's what we're telling you, that's what the Lord is looking for your faith, your belief. You don't have to do everything you don't have to do what the apostles on down have been doing, man. That's our job. That's why we're doing it. We're just telling you, look at what's going on in the world right now. You want to die or you want to live, all right? And here's why, and then we'll go through it.
But in John, where it says, John 16, where it says world, that's what the world is talking about. Those that believe, when you say he that believeth on me,
Right.
all right? It's not talking about everybody that believes and calls on Jesus, calls on, whatever the case may be. It's because you're a nice guy. You got to be part of the elect, or 1/3. What you say? Say again?
Hey, the believers, because that's what it's gonna. What we quoted So God,
God so loved the world.
yeah,
Gave his only begotten Son.
yeah, right. To the ones that believe, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Me.
Yeah, because you can say you believe, but you got to show that you believe. All right.
Yeah, well, John 17 tells you that. He says, not only these, but I pray for them who believe in me through their words. So he said, who believes on me through their words, meaning the words of his servants that he sent forth.
And they're gonna believe, and they're gonna do, and it's gonna see. We're running out of time for you to show, like we're doing, how we showing the Lord we believe. That time's coming to an end. Soon it's gonna be chaos in the streets, all right, and you ain't gonna be able to find it. So the believers, they're gonna do things just like you read in the book of Acts. The people that were, throughout the Gospels, the people that were following the Lord, they were showing him that they were believing. You know, they believed, so they would do certain things, man. That's what James 2 tells you, that as the body without the spirit is dead, so is faith without works. All right, so you're gonna have to show the Lord that you love him, that you believe in him. All right, that you put your whole trust in him, confidence in him, and that's how you overcome the beast. All right, in his image and his mark, man. Because right now, look how easy the beast is handling people with this sticky Vicky. You got people lining up for it. Turning people, you're the reason why. So it's gonna get worse, man. They're gonna be like, you're the reason to shut down. But wait, we're trying to overcome the beast, man. We don't give a damn what you got to say.
Hey, because you see that already, them pushing out, it's time to blame the non-vaccinated.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, soon as they're going to transition over to, well, it's time to blame these Hebrew Israelites or these guys out there on them streets, because
Everyone's pushing it.
They've been teaching rebellion.
And they got the footage. All them videos that they delete off of YouTube, they got it, you know. They still got all that, man.
What is going to be left on the internet? The ones that can scratch his pockets.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. The misinformation. That true misinformation is going to be what's left.
The salt waters.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, remember that everything is flipped upside down, it says in scripture.
Exactly.
Turning up things
You know what I'm
upside
saying? So what they deem as misinformation, like your brother says, is actually true.
down. Right.
And truth is, or misinformation is truth in this society, you know.
Hey, well, they believe a lie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's strong delusion. And this is a delusion. These people have been giving up to their own delusion. Oh my God, it's the worst disease ever. Well, now look, you guys been giving up to your own delusion, man.
Right.
That's why there's people taking not one, but 2 doses, and now they're talking about booster shots. Like, yo, when is it gonna stop? What's the purpose of it if you gotta take a monthly one?
And supposedly, they're all getting sick still.
Yeah.
All these,
Well, I know it. I've seen motherfuckers like that.
Yeah. Nice.
Sicker than they were before they got it. But then, so you know. Go ahead. You can read that like 3.
I'll read. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled, back in Revelations 15.
Right, and if you do believe this devil, then you deserve to die a horrible death, man. If you're an Israelite and you walk by, you heard this word, and you still believe the devil, you deserve to die, man. We don't need you.
Right.
We don't want you.
Who shall pity the charmer when he is bitten of the serpent?
Yep. Go ahead.
Revelation 15 and 2, and I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast and over his image and over his mark.
Right. Somebody get that word victory real quick in that second verse, right? Yeah. Get that word victory. Finish the verse off.
Over the beast and over his image and over his mark and over the number of his name, stand on a sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High.
The harps of the Most High, man. So we're gonna be Lords and Widows, man. We're gonna be standing on that sea of that glass. What is it? Sea of glass. Yeah. The sea of glass. We're gonna be on the top of the chairs. We're gonna be able to see down, man. You know, however it's gonna be, it's gonna be a tricked out, chariot with a transparent floor. And while we just watching America burn up. Where's that one sign? Where it shows the lake of fire. No, not Sarah.
No, the one with the earth.
The missiles.
With the earth in the back.
Your house side. It's on your house side. Because this is what it's gonna look like. But who knows how close we are actually gonna be, man? We might not be necessarily, all the way up here where we can see the whole earth. We might be directly above America, and the fire's like coming up. So it's gonna be an intense moment, man. And we're gonna hear the screams of people, like Sarah Connor, Go ahead.
I got some.
You got the word I called for?
I got
You got it? Yeah.
I got it, yeah.
God, this is the word for victory is Nagayo. It says to conquer, to carry off a victory, come off victorious. and Hamashiach victorious over all his foes.
There you go. How do we get the victory? Through Yahushua, man. But she's already overcome. Now we just got to catch up, so to say. You know, cross the finish line.
Let me read this last one. It says, of Christians that hold fast their faith even unto death against the powers of their foes and temptations and persecution.
Okay. Well, read that again.
It says of Christians that hold fast their faith.
Right. Who are the Christians? The believers of the Messiah. Okay. So that technically we are Christians or Hamashiachim. Okay. Go ahead.
It says of Christians that hold fast their faith even unto death against the power of their foes and temptations and persecutions.
There you go. Temptations, what? Our temptation, the persecution that's going to come upon us, man. Like brother was saying, man, they're going to blame us. They're not just going to let us slide under the radar. They've been waiting for a reason to bring us out fully on the TV. Say, look, if you see these, they're already talking about if such and such don't want to get the Vicky, then report them and do it. They're already turning people against their own families. So soon they're building this hatred up and division. So when they put us out there, then it's going to be easy to hate us. They're going to put the clips, you know, the old clips when brothers used to go in. Because of the gay bitch ass. You know,
Like that dude, we gonna be like, that dude ain't even in the camp no more.
yeah, exactly.
Well, that's why they got vocab.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Pushing out those little snippets and things to look for any negative connotation towards the Hebrew Israelite movement.
Demonize
Right.
us, yeah, exactly, yeah, because they're against. Because what?
Anti-type.
The Christians are the ones for the Messiah. All right, the true Christians, which what they were first, the apostles were first called Christians in Antioch, okay, which were Israelites, and then the anti-Messiah is everybody else, man. Just because you're an Israelite don't make you a Christian, all right? But you have to be an Israelite to be a Christian. Go ahead and finish that one.
Verse 3, it says, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord God Almighty, just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints.
There you go, man. So we go, while we watch Babylon burn, we're going to be singing a song, man. We're going to be praising Yahweh Shemel Shai, rejoicing, man. Tears of joy, you know, because there ain't going to be no more crying, but we're going to be in tears of joy, man. We're going to be, man, it's going to be the greatest. We're going to be getting down, man, because then the coronation is going to take place. So Yahweh Shai is going to crown, all right, his elect. All right, we going to, and then eventually we're going to come back down. It's going to be, it's from there on out, man, it's nothing but good times, man. But once the missiles are coming, the bad times are over, man. Because we know, you should know, once you hear them sirens and the missiles, get the message alert, missiles on the way, take cover, find shelter. That's it, man. That's when the good times begin, man. The great times, and it's gonna be a never-ending, party, so to say, celebrations. Go ahead.
So, Job chapter 5, start at verse 19. Job 5, starting at verse 19, says, "He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles."
Yep, and right now we're in between the 6th and 7th trump, man. So we've been delivered through those 6 already. Go ahead.
Yep, says, "Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee."
That's right, man. So those 6 troubles were touching us. We've been getting jacked up. But what, through that in that 7th, which is the missiles, the destruction, we ain't gonna get touched, man. Yeah, they might persecute us leading up to it and this and that. Who knows where you're gonna be at that time? But one thing we know for sure is that the missiles ain't gonna touch us. You might get beamed up right when the missile hits and the fire's coming your way, and you just go up while everybody
It's just like that episode, The Chosen One.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. After the missiles hit, that's when they left because
right.
it was in the distance. Yeah, brothers ain't seen that. You gotta check it out. What's
Chosen Ones.
What's
The
it?
Twilight.
Twilight Zone. Yeah.
The Twilight Zone.
I think it's like from the 80s or 90s, something like that.
Yeah.
That episode.
And the scriptures say we're gonna be changing it instant, a
Twinkling
twinkling of
of
an
an
eye,
eye.
instant. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be like this, like the brother's saying. When the missiles is coming down, man. Hey, the only thing they say is call Allah Yahweh Shemel Shai. We finna go, man. New bodies time.
Yeah, we're gonna be completely changed, man, into some immortal. We're gonna become immortals, literally, not a figuratively, not a science fiction movie.
Yeah,
no,
not
this is
a name.
Physically, and it's actually gonna happen. We actually gonna be changed, man.
Right.
We're
Like
gonna be
Like
You're
they
gonna
had,
become gods, man.
like they had those people in the Persian army that they would call them the immortals. It ain't just gonna be us being called immortal in name. We actually gonna be immortal. Scripture says that death shall be no more. That there ain't gonna be no more sin. What's the wages of sin? It's death.
Swallowed up.
So if we ain't sinning, then
We live.
yeah, we living.
And that's why we fighting, man. That's why we work so hard, man, and do what we do, because we understand that the Lord has revealed that secret unto us. People don't. That's why people, even they go to church, they read the Bible, whatever, they say they love Jesus. They not doing nothing because they don't truly believe. They don't understand the mysteries of becoming immortal. They're like, immortal? What is it? That's in the Bible? Nah, well that's figuratively. Oh, now it's figurative. That's the thing. They don't understand it, so they can't believe in it. You can't believe in something you don't understand. That don't just make sense. Well, I believe they're gonna win the Super Bowl. But you don't know shit about the team you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you believe that if you don't even understand what's going on? Go ahead.
Job chapter 5 and verse 20. Job 5 and 20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death.
Yeah. Hey, again, mentioned earlier, a lot of people gonna be starving to death, man. You already see the food prices rising. I was watching the news earlier. This dude, he owns some kind of burger shop or whatever, local, and he said, I haven't raised any prices yet, but most likely I'm going to have to, because all the cost of food has gone up. So your wages ain't going up though.
Right.
So it's going to get harder and harder to eat very soon.
Right. Even at the craving spot. Now, if you get the drink with no ice, they gotta charge you more to fill it to the top.
Yeah, what kind of shit is that? You charging me to not get ice? What the hell? But that's what it's gonna be, man. It's gonna be expensive to get a meal. See, all these restaurants are gonna start closing down because no one's gonna go over there. Why would they pay $82 for one plate when they could go pay $82 for at least 2 days worth of food? Because it's gonna get bad, man. The inflation, you already see what's going on. The inflation is gonna get real bad. It's already 5.5% up just from June last year.
Yep.
And that's just, that's overall. But different things are higher, and some things are a little lower. As far as the percentage. But everything's going up, man, except for your wage. And a lot of people ain't working. So when we were talking about this before camp, when September comes, a lot of people are gonna be evicted. They're gonna be homeless. They don't have a job, so they're not gonna. What are they gonna give? The unemployment's running out. It ends in September again. So these people are shit out of luck, man. They're in for a rude awakening.
And in turn, businesses ain't gonna be hiring those people looking for jobs because the customer base ain't coming back. Exactly. Because now people are losing jobs, so less people coming in. So why do we need you now?
Or just replace them with robots,
right.
Like McDonald's is doing. You go to McDonald's, there's one nigga working, maybe
the
two.
register.
Yeah, and you got in the back the robot flipping burgers and shit. And then you exactly the kiosk, you make your own order. So it ain't looking too good for America, man. It's on the way out.
If I can say this real quick too, famine is one of the plagues of the Lord. That's a plague.
Yep.
For you to have a famine wherever you at. Look at what happened to us in the ancient world in the time of Joseph. Okay, while he was set up on that pedestal, while the king recognized him, gave him that reverence because there was a great famine. The Lord already told him of a famine is coming. So a famine is a plague. Right. So once that famine come here and hit the soils of America, you people done, man.
Right, and it's already happening. It just hasn't caught up to your table yet. Because they got in the the Midwest, all them crops that were destroyed last year and still currently with them heat waves. All right, you got California on fire, all kind of shit being burned up. You got the red tide here in the Gulf, so that's killing a lot of fish.
Yep.
That's killing a lot. Seafood is a big market. Everywhere it's a big market, and a lot of fish come from these shores, man.
Right.
So ain't nobody trying to, all these little seafood shops on the water. Where they getting their fish from? Mm-hmm. They got to pay extra now to get it from somewhere else. So what's in turn going to happen is now you got to pay extra at the table.
If I can say this is the biggest transfer of wealth in history, because all those tenants, those landlords that's not getting the money from the people standing there, that was designed by the government to do that. Because now, what the bank, the landlord's gonna have to foreclose on it because they owe the banks. So it's like a chain effect. You can't, my tenant can't pay me, so I can't pay the bank.
Yep.
You know?
And then the bank it doesn't they losing out on that money because they already gave up that money to the builders of that house.
And most people ain't getting these not loans, the stimulus packages for their businesses.
Oh, the
Walmart
PPP
has
loans.
Yeah, the majority of the small businesses, they're hanging on by the teeth of the.
Right. Well, you also got Jake, because my chick, she works in the fraud department for the banks, and she says that it's a plague of people getting these PPP loans and then just splurging, just going out instead of using it for to start up a business. They have a vacation. They start for the summer.
And again, that money's running out. They're not giving out more PPP loans. You'll be lucky if you get a stimulus check.
Right.
Because it ain't looking too good for that either. You know. Then real quick, all these benefits are through, man. They've overused these benefits. Now they got to stop it because they've already over splurged with them. Whether it be the stimulus checks, welfare, unemployment, all these benefits are overrun. There's too much. It's not this system was not meant to be supporting everybody. And this is exactly what they have done, pumping out trillions of dollars here, another $3 trillion there. Go ahead,
I just wanted to say too, in my job, they have every year you get a PPP loan as well too, a PPE loan, whatever the fuck that shit called. But you get a bonus check pretty much, and it's based on how the production is. And ever since I started going to
a bonus check or a PPP loan?
Not a PPP.
Okay.
PPP
I was about to say that's like a business loan.
Incentive check. That shit been going down every year. Every year that shit been going down, man.
They're making less money, so they're gonna give you less bonus. Shit, I wasn't surprised they just cut it off completely. So.
Every year, bro. And it's every December too.
Oh, it's once a year. Okay.
Christmas bonus, so to say.
Yeah, say goodbye to your Christmas bonus. Because that shit is through, man. This place is through. Everything about it, the infrastructure, they ain't got the money to fix it. The military, through. The mentality, through. The politics, through. This is the end of it. What happens at the end of a kingdom is completely in shambles. Niggas you gotta cut his own door to get his supply. Like, what's going on in this place, man?
God damn, lost
the keys over there.
Supposed to come help the element. Come on, man. You was done on that, Doctor? Go ahead.
Job 5:20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword.
There you go. And this is it's already happening. Scriptures talk about wars, rumors of wars. See, the wars coming here to America, these streets, man. The war, there's gonna be war in the streets here, and I'm not talking about turf wars, all right, banging on the corners, shootouts, drive-bys. I'm talking about a full-on onslaught on you American people.
That's right!
Your own government is gonna be the ones shooting people in the streets, man.
That's right!
That's why they've been talking about defunding the police. So what? So more crime, the crime rates rise. So what? They have an excuse to bring in the blue hats, if you know what I mean. All right, the UN troops, the military troops, because technically America's not supposed to use their own soldiers on American soil. So what they gonna do? All these laws are going out the window. So at this point, Esau don't give a shit what you think. He gonna do what he wants. But he could use the UN troops, which I pray that's what happens, because those people are gonna be from outside this country, and everybody from outside this country hates you Americans, man.
That's right.
I can say this real quick too, cause I forgot what state it was, but they just had like National Guard, maybe like 50 National Guard troops or something. But go up in some state, and it was like private funding. And people had a problem with that, because what that ain't nothing but mercenaries.
Right, exactly.
And you send mercenaries over to do some shit in a foreign country.
It was like up north or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, up north somewhere.
Like Wisconsin.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and you pay mercenaries. Pretty much, America pays mercenaries to go over to other countries. So when they get caught or something, they can't say, "Oh, we're the U.S. military." No, we're not the U.S. military. That's a private funding.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. So they take the blame off the military.
Exactly.
Oh, the military didn't do it. That was such and such group.
So that's what happened on the Purge movie. They sent mercenaries into the hoods, man, to take you Jakes out, man. They won, U.S. military, but they had on black clothes. And they were funded. Yeah, they were funded by whoever. George Soros, whatever. They're gonna be funded by these individuals, and they're gonna have a task to go through and just take people out.
Yeah, they're not gonna have. They're getting paid for a job.
Yeah.
You know, now they're gonna complete it. Yeah.
Money. It's about money. They're gonna be knocking niggas' heads off for money, man.
And they're probably gonna be digital too. Digital money.
They don't want to die, man. At the end of the day, these people don't want to die. That's their job. You know what I mean? If they get they putting money on your head, man. Okay, on a whole block. Okay, so what you think they gonna do, man? Oh, that's why when the scriptures, a lot of people really don't understand Revelations 12 and 12. Why do you think we bring that out every camp? Because once it happened, we're not bringing it out no more, man. This man coming down with great wrath. Okay, wrath that you don't have no, bro. Your game cannot top this wrath, man. Your greatest movie cannot top this shit, man. Once this man come down, he coming down raining your whole city, man.
Right. And that's part of Jacob's trouble, man. So it's gonna be like a time like no other. But what? Countries have been invaded all the time. There's war every day in Syria. There's people wake up to bombs, gunshots, and that's gonna be nothing compared to what's gonna happen, especially here in America, man. Because the Lord's saving the best for last.
Yes, sir.
So you're gonna be through, man. You ain't gonna be able to run. Where you gonna go? You can have all the guns you want. That's not gonna help you, man. Having 32 AKs ain't gonna help you. When trained militias come in, or just a drone strike, or just when you hungry. What happens when you think you go? Let me get the AK, and you starving to death? Then you're gonna be delusional. You're gonna be seeing shit. You waste all your bullets at the wall because you think there's something there. People have no idea what's about to go down, man.
Because they already put a stronghold on bullets. The amount of bullets you can buy.
Yep.
You know, so and you people are.
Yeah, the gun laws are
through.
And they're coming for your guns too. And remember, Homeland Security, they right up the street here. They buy all them billions of hollow tips. They gonna
like
be used.
2012,
That's what I'm saying.
2013 when that information came out, man.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
Idiot. You got more than that?
Job 5. Read some more. Job 5, starting at 21. Job 5, back to verse 21. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
Right. So that's why knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. Why? Because we're not gonna be afraid of these things. When that destruction comes, we're not gonna be afraid. Yeah, you know, the flesh is, might be trembling or whatever, but in the spirit we're gonna be at ease, man. Because we already know what's about to go down. All right, we already got the heads up. That's why we're out preparing. All right. Meanwhile, y'all gonna get caught like the Lord gonna catch you like a thief in the night. And even prior to him coming back, all these things that are about to come down the pipeline is gonna catch you because you living in fairy tale land, man. All these things happening, and you still can't imagine it getting worse. Go ahead.
Job 5, verse 21. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. Verse 22. At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh.
Yeah. So have you ever seen somebody unless they crazy? You ever seen somebody in the middle of war just we're gonna be laughing, man, watching people get judged, all right? With babies getting bashed, people starving to death. Shit, we laugh at judgment now. When something gruesome happens, a car accident, somebody go flying out of a window, anything, we laugh at it. And so when the script, that's what the script's saying, not what we're saying. Right. We say we're gonna laugh at the destruction, man.
That's right.
Because what? We're gonna have a hedge of protection. All right, the Lord's gonna be with us, Lord's will. All right, the Lord ain't gonna be with the majority of the people though. All right, the Lord's only gonna protect those that are faithful unto Him, those that deserve to be saved. The majority of these people don't deserve to be saved. They're useless. They're abominations. They don't
faithless.
They don't even love themselves, let alone the Lord. Go ahead.
Job 5 and 22. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth.
There you go, man. Hey, because what? We're going to be a league with the beasts of the field, man. Lions, tigers, bears. All right. Hey, the brother said send out, what brothers was it? I can't remember what camp it was. Yeah, the gorilla. Yeah, the brothers went to us, and the gorilla was bound to them, man. Yeah, Holland, that's where it was. Yeah. The gorilla was bound to them. Yep.
And he then got loose and was causing havoc on people.
Yep.
So imagine that day, he get loose and come to the Lord.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what's gonna happen, man. And then guess what? We're gonna be sitting here like if a lion was to come out the woodworks right now. I mean, your first reaction is like, oh shit! But the lion ain't gonna kill us. The lion ain't even gonna harm us, nothing. And you gotta believe that. You see a lion in the time of Jacob's trouble, you already know that the Lord has sent him for a reason. You You got that? Was it on there? Right?
Real quick. Sirach 39 and verse 29. What is verse 30? Sirach 29 and 29. Fire and hell and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance.
Vengeance, see? Go ahead.
Teeth of wild beasts.
So these animals are gonna turn up, man. Even these docile animals. You know, deers, they're gonna be, you know how usually you see a deer, they run? When a pack of deers come stampeding your way, you know that's the Lord that's did that.
I was gonna say, a lot of you women, you think that dog is gonna protect you that day. That motherfucker gonna turn on you, looking like, damn, I'm hungry.
Your dog, your cat, scratch. You ever seen a cat just fuck your shit up? That's what's gonna happen to a lot of these people, man. Their dogs gonna be tearing your shit up.
But they're gonna go feral. You know, once they out, get impacts.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happens.
Gonna return to their nature. Yeah, all these got the baby and got the dog in a stroller and shit. Nah, man, that little dog gonna be biting your ankles. If you starving to death, he gonna be over there eating you.
Right. They had that video earlier this year. I think it was a little so-called Jewish boy walking down the street getting attacked by a bunch of birds, man.
Oh yeah,
he was screaming, help! Birds just attacking his ass, man.
Right. Yeah, the Lord is gonna change. He's already doing it. It's already happening, but there's gonna be a time where these animals are gonna be completely against these people, except for us. We're gonna be the only ones safe from wild animals. And shit, you never know. You might have a pack of wild beasts following you around. Every time somebody come around you, if they ain't meant to follow you, if they ain't meant to be saved, on demand, they just attack the people. Oh shit! Again, cows. People are gonna be fucking with cows, run into a field, and the cow just kick him and kill him. Go ahead, Doug. And then read songs, and then we'll go down.
Verse 30, Sirach 29, verse 30. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword.
Yeah. You see, you don't really hear too much. I mean, it happens, but you don't really hear too much about snake bites and people getting attacked by venomous animals. Or you might not gonna hear about it, but it's gonna be happening in large numbers. People just walking through the woods trying to get away from the action that's happening in the city. Bam! Bit by a black mamba that somebody let loose. Get strangled by an anaconda that ain't even indigenous to Florida. Or the boa, what is the pythons or whatever. Go ahead.
Can I say this real quick? The scriptures say the Lord shall plague Egypt as before. Okay, all right, but with greater plagues. So that's why greater deliverance is going to come out of the land of the Lord, because the Lord is going to send many plagues on this place, man.
Yeah, when that death angel came, that was one night. This death angel's here to stay in Egypt this time.
One hour. 1 hour.
Exactly.
Sitting there. And the scriptures say the Lord is a consuming fire. So the Spirit of the Lord, the Heavenly Father's Spirit, is going to be in that fire, man. Consuming you. You sitting there through, bro. All right?
And leading up to that, the apparitions, all kind of things, man. So it just overall, there's no escape, man. It don't matter. There's so many ways that the Lord's gonna be bugging these people out with these plagues that it's gonna be endless. It's gonna seem like it's never gonna end for these people. And then when the missiles come, it ain't looking too good, man. Go ahead.
Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Bring that out and then get some.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 19. Let me start at 18. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Right, because a lot of people, they say they believe in, I can't wait till this ends. When is this going to end? Or Jesus, we need Jesus and this and that. But you have no idea what's going to happen when Jesus returns. Or when Yahushua returns, right? Jesus is a cartoon character. Okay? Yahushua is the Son of the Most High. And when he comes back, he's coming to what? Bring a sword.
That's right!
The Lord ain't coming to, reason with you, ask you why you did this.
That's right!
Pat you on the back, tell you everything's going to be okay. No, he's going to be out here, first and foremost, the missiles. Like bro said, the Spirit of the Lord's going to be on them. All right? The Spirit of the Lord's going to be on these animals. The Spirit of the Lord is going to be on trees to fall on people, man. Go ahead.
It says, Amos 5 and 18, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Yeah, and that might be literal to somebody out there. Somebody might actually go through that, escape a lion You know, he might work at the zoo, and then the shit hit the fan when he's there, and the lion break out. He runs into somewhere else, thinking he's safe. Oh, almost. That's a close one. Then he turns around, there's a bear there just looking at him.
Hey, I call this that Final Destination scripture because just like in that movie, when you've had people like this in scenarios like, well, multiple times in life, but in 9/11, you had some people that made it all the way down through the collapse and everything like that just to die of cancer from the inhalation of the smoke and everything else like that, man. The firefighters and things like that years later, like, yo, we was in the building collapsed, we survived all of that stuff, but then lo and behold, they die of cancer or get hit by a cab 2 weeks later, man.
Right. And again, people were jumping out of the windows because they didn't want to burn.
Yeah.
This time you ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. You're gonna burn. So either way, you're gonna die. Just like everybody in that building had died. The ones that were in there, they died. And there ain't no rescue team coming to dig you up from the rubble. There ain't gonna be nothing left to dig out. Go ahead.
Hey, just you saying you might have survived the collapse, but then now you stuck up under the rubble for a couple days
Or a week.
Yeah, you can hear them digging you out and everything, and all of a sudden the crane break your neck and then you die right there, man.
Right.
So hey,
Or you starved to death. That's what it took them weeks to, or months, if not months, to clear all that shit out. By the time they got to this nigga, he might have survived. Like everybody say, he might have survived the whole ride down.
Yeah.
They was stuck. He couldn't go anywhere, and then he just died. Because they couldn't get to him.
Mm-hmm.
So either way, man,
Right.
the
Hey,
Lord
like
got
that.
a lot of judgment coming.
That's right. Like that one movie, Signs, with Mel Gibson, where his wife was hit by the car, but she was pinned up against a tree, and they told him that look, she's alive now, but if we move the truck, she's gonna die.
She died anyway.
Yeah, she died anyways. They didn't even move the truck. She
Right.
still died.
Yeah, like that brother reference Final Destination. I think it was the first one where the dude won the lottery. Remember he went home, all the bitches were blowing his phone up. He was over there fucking with his ring. It fell into the
blender?
the sink disposal.
Oh, yeah, garbage
He got
disposal,
stuck in there. The stove caught on fire. He was the shit turned back on. He got his hand out. He was like, oh, but. And then what happened? He went down to the fire escape, but the spaghetti he threw out earlier. Nigga slipped and this ladder killed his ass. So people are gonna be going through some crazy shit, man, and they're like, damn, oh man, I made it. Thank you, God. Jesus. And then Jesus Christ. So a savage comes out of the alley and shakes him up.
Or a runaway bus.
Boom.
Coming plowing.
People are just gonna be dying in some weird ways.
creative way.
Yeah, creative.
Continuing on, it's Amos 5:19. As if he did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
And again, man, and this is that's not literal. That just means that you escape one judgment just to meet another judgment, or even worse one. And then you got to put everything in perspective. It ain't gonna be all happy-go-lucky times when this is happening. There's gonna be all kind of chaos. You probably haven't eaten, thirsty as hell. You might be bugging out. Your kids crying. All kind of troops are coming down the street. All kind of things is going to be taking place, man. And then it's just going to get worse and worse. And the thing is, some people are still going to be living regular lives, buying and selling. Some people are good. I ain't going to say they're going to be good, but they're going to be able to buy. That's why the scriptures say people are going to be buying and selling. As in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the day of the Son of Man. People are just going to be some people are having a good time, and then boom, some shit blow up. It's going to be 0 to 100 real quick in these last days, man. That's why you can't be comfortable in this society, man. You got to be willing to lose whatever it is like that, because the shit's going to change quick, man. But we don't have to worry about that if you truly believe, man. If you truly believe, you should believe that the Lord said He's going to protect us. And that's what it is. Read that Psalms.
Psalms 91 from the top.
Yeah, good.
Psalms 91 from the top. Psalms 91 verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Right, that secret place is what? It's truth. All right, the name of the Lord. But the scriptures say the name of the Lord is a strong tower. All right, and he that runneth into it is safe. A strong tower is meant for what? The defense. Yep. Usually the towers on the walls would be the highest point. So you got the best vantage viewpoint. You're at the best secure spot, because people can't just climb up to the tower. Yeah, they might get to the wall, but you could. They would shoot them with arrows, and you got to the wall. There's archers up there. But what? This truth, man, is what's going to keep you stable. Truth is what's going to protect you, man. Knowing who to call on, knowing what's going on, why it's happening, what's the outcome of it. See, if troops were to come down the streets right now, tanks started rolling through the streets, most people would freak out because they don't know what's going on. We're going to give all praises and glory to the Most High, finally. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 2. I will say of the Lord Yahweh, He is my refuge.
There you go, man. Refuge. Get that word in the letter somebody. Get the word refuge. Now you keep reading, brother. Yeah.
Read it.
Yeah, read it again. Yeah.
Psalms 91 verse 2. I will say of the Lord Yahweh, He is my refuge and my fortress.
And my fortress, again, that fortress, that strong tower, our defense is the Lord. There's nothing else that's going to defend you.
That's right.
Your weapons, another man, all right? Nothing carnal is going to help you. However, if the Lord's protecting you, He can use something carnal to save you, such as wild beasts. He could put the spirit on somebody to kill somebody for you.
Yep.
Right. And then ultimately the spiritual power, so on and so forth. But if you're not with the Lord, then all that's out the window. That's not even an option for you.
Right. It's the Hebrew word there is machasa, and it's shelter from rain or storm from danger.
That storm is coming, all right.
Yeah, the winds.
That tempest, okay.
The four winds that the angels are holding back.
Yeah, the destroying winds.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the storm, and the rain's gonna be what? The missiles, man. It's gonna rain, all right. It's gonna be 100% chance of nukes raining, okay.
Not water.
Yeah, not water. It's gonna be fire. Raining down from the sky, man. Just as it did in Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, that's what the scripture said. I think it's in Peter's or it's in Jude, one of those. It talks about how Sodom got destroyed. That's how Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed. You know?
Come on, here, real quick. The root word of it is chasa, and it says to seek refuge, flee for protection, to put trust in the Most High, confide or hope in the Most High.
That's right, man. So what? You confidence? It says have not confidence in men, but you're supposed to have confidence with Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, because there ain't going to be no police department to help you. Your military ain't gonna help you. Your homeboys ain't gonna help you. Nobody's gonna help you, man. Cause what? They gonna be trying to survive too. So what? Only the Lord can save you, man. But what? You have to come on to Him. You have to run to Him. You know, when you hear this word, you come running. If not, man, you're gonna get caught out there. The ark is gonna be shut, and it's gonna start raining on you, man. So you need to get into the fortified city, so to say. You know. And this time, there ain't nobody besieging this city. You know, ain't nobody gonna climb over the walls. Because what? It's the Lord. That's our walls now, man. The defense. All right.
Hey, real quick, can I say? Scriptures say that He may run that readeth, man. When you read these words, you immediately you gotta have in your mind, I gotta take off spiritually because you already foresee the danger. The scriptures say the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, man. So we're not physically running, all right. We spiritually running, man. We see the danger that the Lord is getting ready to put on you people, and we like, yeah, let me get into this stronghold real quick. For He fucked my shit up, man.
Exactly. And that's how you get saved, man. We go running into that fortress, man. Our defense, man. The wall, you know, there's different terms for it, but that's what the defense is, man. Those walls, that's the first line defense, man. And of course, yeah, the Lord's gonna give brother spiritual powers, but that's still the Lord fighting for you, man. The scriptures say fight or strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Go ahead and finish that. And
you got something real quick?
he said, "Not go ahead."
All right. Psalms 91 verse 3. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler.
Yeah, and the snare. Israel's. You know, people are known as birds, but Israel's known as a speckled bird, and that fowler is Esau, man. Which is somebody that catches birds. What does he catch them with? Snares and traps. And that's what you see everywhere, man. With all this, well, really, he used the image of the beast to do it. Right. You know, that's the snare right there. His philosophies, his way of life, all this BS that he promotes. Okay, the way of living that America promotes. Like your brother said earlier, that wine, man. Right. What happens in the time of war? You don't want to get drunk because you're not gonna know what the hell to do. And that's what all these people are. They're all drunk off of his philosophies, man. Because some people they believe this one day, they don't believe that next day. So who are you going to believe when the shit hits the fan?
Make them drunk and marry, and then let the.
That's how Babylon fell. Remember?
Let them come right in.
Yep. Okay.
God. And from the noise, and from the noisome pestilence.
Missiles. All right. Not everybody don't get the luxury of escaping the missiles, man. But you have to fight for that position. You have to fight for that spot, man. All right.
Come. Verse 4, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
There you go, man. So that's the point. You know, we're not going to be terrified by these death and destruction that's coming, man. Especially those missiles, which is the ultimate death, man. That second death. We shouldn't be afraid of that. If you truly been fighting for the Lord, you do giving it your all. You shouldn't. Right now, you should be in a place that you're confident that the Lord's gonna fight for you when shit hits the fan. If you're not sure right at this point in time, you're not sure. Then damn, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. Go live it up. Do something else with your life. But if you at this point you're not sure with all these things happening and all these signs the Lord have showed us, your chariots popping up every day, if you still don't know, then shit, I don't know what to tell you at this point.
Yeah, real quick, we just read it says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous run into and are saved. The strong tower starts in your mind, fortifying your mind, so let every man be convinced in his own mind. You have to be fully persuaded. You know what I'm saying? That fortified city starts in your mind. If you don't believe, you're not going to be defended. Just open, like brother was talking about, these philosophies are just open for everyone of doctrine,
Right. And you're just getting violated, man. You're being abused by all these different doctrines, man.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he want virgins, not defiled.
Right.
That's great with all these different doctrines and philosophies. Like, bro,
you're not faithful with shit.
The motorbike, you got 300,000 miles on you. No oil in the motor. You want to say something?
I escaped my mind.
I got a quick precept.
And then,
You just spoke about this real fast. Revelation 2:11, Revelation 2 verse 11. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit say unto the churches.
Shall not be heard the second death.
He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death.
There you go, man. And we went into overcome earlier, or the victory. It was victory, but overcome was in the definition of it. And only the ones that hear or understand this word. Everybody got ears. Everybody can hear, but they can't understand. They're hearing just to hear. They're not listening though. They're not taking heed. That's what's going to matter. If you take heed to this word. How shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed to the words of the Most High, man. That's what's going to get you saved, or get closer to salvation anyway. All right, bullshitting around and lollygagging from scoffing and not even being sure about what you believe ain't gonna get you saved. Because you got people that know they're Israelites, watch our videos, watch other camps' videos, and they still don't know what they believe, man. This group says this, but then that group says that. That's why you don't need to watch other camps. If you watch we'll speak for GMS. If you're watching our videos, don't need to be watching other camps. Straight up. Because you don't know what they're on. If they're not, they can say that, the water to the pulse is great. So if they're not part of GMS, they ain't part of. You don't know what they teaching. If you're under this doctrine, listen to the ones that are teaching it.
Safe zone.
Exactly, it's a safe zone. You can bet on they're teaching. Well, if they're part of the body of Great Millstone, you can bet that they're teaching the same thing.
And if found otherwise, hey, that brother is cut. That brother's marked. Either he fix it, make a correction, and that's it. That's the safety about being a Great Millstone. If a brother going off, if he make a video, he might have slipped with a tongue or he went off or something. A brother gonna be like, hey man, you said this or you said that, you need to correct it. And if he don't, he's like, yo, he out of here. Then videos gonna be made on that dude like, look, what he said was off. That's not right. You know what I mean?
That's right, man. Go ahead and give it.
Yeah, but it's Matthew 34. Not Matthew. Psalm 34 verse 19. Psalm 34 verse 19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Yahweh Bashim Shai delivered him out of them all.
Right, man. So yeah, we're gonna go through a lot of afflictions, man. We've been going through them. There's many. We go through. Because what? These people just go through physical hell, physical afflictions. We go through spiritual things, man. See, we fighting against things outside of what these people see. We're fighting against principalities, man. We're fighting against demons every day. See, these people just go about life not even knowing that there's another realm. But we see that, well, we don't physically see it, but we see it. You know, we're fighting against it. Okay? We're fighting the evil of this world. You people just wake up, go to work, and go back home and do whatever bullshit you do. But we got purpose in life. All right? And our purpose is to fight a good fight. Man, Paul said that. I fight a good fight. All right? Be not as one that beateth the air. We're not throwing punches for nothing, man. You know, we're in the ring, you know, in the 12th round right now. This is the championship round. But what? Read it again, the finale of it.
Okay. Psalm 34, verse 19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Yahweh Shai delivereth him out of them all.
Out of them all. So there you go, man. Yeah, we fighting the fight, but it's a rigged fight. We already know who's gonna win. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you need to be confident in this truth, man. Be confident in Yahweh Shai, because you should already know the outcome of this. It don't matter what position you're in. You can catch straight up hell. You're like, damn, why would the Lord do that? You made it through, right? You're still alive. You're still here to fight. So it's irrelevant. The Lord still delivered you from it because you're still here to live, you know, and teach His word another day. And ultimately, what you don't want to be left stranded at is when the missiles are coming. That's what's really going to show you who the Lord is with. All right, when the deliverance comes. Because the Lord can be with you right now and then take the spirit from you. Yeah, we're more than that.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, starting at verse 26. It reads, as for the servants whom I have given thee, verse 26, as for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish.
Yeah, that servants of the Lord have perished before. They've died, they've been, you know, persecuted, crucified, hung, all kind of things have happened to them. But what now the Lord's about to require all that blood. You know, the Lord didn't just allow his servants to be beat up, disgraced, mocked, dragged through the streets, killed for nothing. Now it's time for all that to be required, man. And it's mainly from our people, man. Because they're the ones that mainly come up against the prophets. Yeah, Esau and these other nations come up against us as a whole nation. But what? A lot of times these heathen would show the servants favor. Look at Daniel, Jeremiah. You know, a lot of times these other nations would show the prophets favor. Right. Our people don't, you know. So they got to pay for that. That's why 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed here in America, man. And then if they're somewhere else around the world, if they don't get with the program, they're going to get put to death. Right, and then be born in the kingdom. Go ahead.
I'll read on. It says, for I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful.
Yep. And it said when that day cometh, what did it say? The day of trouble. Day of trouble, right? What trouble? What day is that? The day of Jacob's trouble, man. A time like no other. So people are going to go ahead and read on.
Read on. It says, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
That's right. Hey, like we said earlier, when brother read that we're going to be laughing at destruction, we're going to be merry. While people are getting killed in the streets, while the Lord is judging. Yeah, we're the true Hebrew Israelites.
What's up, brother? Hey, y'all seen Tom Brady?
Yeah,
that's his sacrifice.
Yeah,
you know? That's what he gave up. He
asked us if we're Israelites, and then asked about Tom Brady. What about it?
It's a joke. But that's his sacrifice. He came across the prophets in real life, and then that's what he laid down.
Exactly, Tom Brady.
A joke.
Tom Brady got to do with
He's being funny.
But Tom Brady got a better chance than you now at this point for that sacrifice you just gave.
That's a damn shame, bro.
See, this is why we don't care if our people get put to death. They need to get put to death for stupid ass shit like that, man.
And I was gonna say they laugh at us as we're making our life a living sacrifice, but when they get their judgment, how y'all mad at us when the Lord said we're gonna laugh at their calamities?
Right, and that's what he just happened to come when I said that the people are gonna be dying in the streets, and he gonna be one of them. He gonna be one of them dumbasses laid up in the corner by a street sign, dying a slow death, man. Just for that, he gonna die. Matter of fact, I pray that he makes it to the missiles, man. Let the Lord burn his ass.
and or he gonna be also looking for the prophets in those days when he's looking for answers. Oh, I knew about the Hebrew Israelites. Let me ask them. Let me see this. Let me see that. But hey, man, you came across it. You had the time to learn, but you laughed and scoffed because it wasn't on your time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when it's time, when the Lord requires that time, he like, I ain't got no time for you, man.
He just put that. Just an example right there. He put off the Lord day to day. Tomorrow he gonna go because obviously he know about Israel. He watched. He got to have been watching something.
And GMS, he said the Tom Brady thing. You know.
Yeah, that's why he said it. Well, you know what? That's your problem, man. But keep going. Cause look, we gonna be when we've been and crying, we gonna be rejoicing. Finish that.
Verse 28, it says, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord.
There you go. He's a heathen. That dude's a heathen.
Heathen man.
Yeah. You guys Israelites? That's it. That's the only question you had.
Tom Brady?
Yeah. They asked the question and then say Tom Brady. Okay. And then them two women that were following him, they're gonna leave his ass very soon. He's already a fucking clown. When the shit hits the fan, he's gonna become a fucking pussy clown.
Right now, women like funny guys.
Yeah.
The joke, because that's the fun guy. But in the time of trouble, they gonna need a man.
You have something?
Yeah, quick. It's Jeremiah chapter 4, start at verse 21. Jeremiah 4 and verse 21. How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish, they have not known me.
Right.
They are Scottish children.
Yeah, and we just had a prime example of a Scottish children, man. A stupid ass. That's what it's saying. Scottish is a stupid idiot. All right, and he's destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. He don't know shit. He know about Israelites, but he probably don't even believe he's an Israelite. You know. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 4 verse 22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are Scottish children, and they have none understanding.
Right, man. He don't got no understanding, man. How can you take somebody like that serious, man? When it comes to this truth, this is not a joke. We're not out here to crack jokes, which sometimes we'll have fun with this thing, of course. We'll crack jokes here and there, but we're not here for your entertainment. All right, this isn't Saturday Night Live. This isn't the Def Jam comedy. All right, this isn't just people standing out here for no reason, man. We're out here looking for souls to save, man.
Just about to say that.
Not out here to talk about Tom Brady. What the fuck are you talking about, man? You want to talk about Tom Brady? We can talk about him later on. After we get done with the word, we can talk about him in the Super Bowl, whatever. Or we could tell you that. I mean, it would have been better if he would have said, "Y'all think Tom Brady's an Israelite?" That would have been a more rational thing to say than to just say Tom Brady and then scoot off down the street.
Ask a question and joke.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's not even a question.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a statement.
Exactly.
No, it just Tom Brady. Whoop.
Nigga hit the full throttle.
Something about these scooters, I don't know.
Yeah, man, this scooters got demons on them.
Finishing up, Jeremiah 4:22. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Yep. There you go. He don't got no knowledge. Somebody get what is it, Ecclesiastes 5? Keep that foot when that comes to the house. Because he could have just scooted by and he would have been better off without opening his yapper. See, that's why the scriptures tell you that people's mouths must be stopped, man. It's mainly speaking of people that speak heresies and whatnot. But imbeciles like that, they just need to be stopped, man. They just got to be put down, man. Stop them from talking. But the scriptures say even a fool, when he keepeth his mouth shut, is found a man of understanding. All right? That dude just opened up his mouth to condemn himself. Yeah, put a big old X on his back.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So Ecclesiastes 5, start at top verse 1. Ecclesiastes 5 verse 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools.
Yeah, that's what he gave, a sacrifice of a fool. Go ahead.
It says, for they consider not that they do evil.
Yeah, because this is the altar.
Exactly. And he just brought an abomination.
Tom Brady.
Just for his word, the choice of words he used, and you could tell in his demeanor that he wasn't serious. So he just gave he tried to bring because in the temple, in the what's the other name for it, tabernacle, right? You would have different altars. You had the incense altar. Well, you had the main altar where they would do the sin offerings. Then you had another altar inside the temple. You know, this guy just tried to bring a pork chop onto the altar, man. Nah, man, it don't work like that. You get stoned to death or something like that, man. The Lord gonna kill him with a nuke just for opening his yapper, man.
Hey,
now he's gonna die a horrible death.
That's why Yahushua said you are your father the devil, man. Because they're doing everything that Esau does. Try to defile the temple, try to do away with Yahushua. That's everything that Esau does, man.
Yeah.
You know? And Yahushua is the temple. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And he's the chief cornerstone, and then we're the other pieces that go with it. So he just tried to defile the temple, man. This was the ancient world.
Right.
Be eating food from a straw. Go ahead.
James 1:19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath.
Right. He wasn't slow to hear whatsoever. He was. First of all, he didn't even stop on the scooter, so there was no way possible for him to hear anything. He just knew we were Israelites. That's what he asked, but he didn't want to hear it. So what he was quick to do, open his mouth. He wasn't quick to hear. He was quick to just spew some nonsense out. He probably wondering right now, like, fuck, why did I say Tom Brady? He gonna go home tonight like, what the fuck? Because a demon hopped on his ass just to mark him.
Ecclesiastes 5 in verse 2 says, be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thy heart be rash to utter anything before the Most High.
Yeah, and that's what he did, rash, man. That's why they have a saying, man, think before you talk. Or think, you're supposed to think, man, not be rash, just blurt out the first thing that comes to your mind.
So you think about that word rash, right? When you get a rash, it just pops up. It's just everywhere. You're not rash with that mouth, just popping out of the mouth, just, you know what I'm saying? All over the place.
Yeah, exactly. There's no knowledge in that guy like that, man. You think he gonna know what to do if the shit was to hit the fan? He wouldn't know what to do. He can't even control his damn mouth. When it concerns the house of the Lord, man, you won't just say anything you want, man. He wouldn't say that at church. He wouldn't just go blurt some random shit out in the middle of mass. Tom Brady! Yeah, or anything other than the truth. Nobody would do some shit like that, bro.
I don't got no respect for
Yeah,
that stuff.
exactly. That's what it is. And what we say earlier, didn't we say it earlier that the main people that come up against the prophets are people, man? Esau don't just randomly come out here and just Tom Brady.
Yeah, they'll say Jesus loves you or some shit like that.
Something that's relevant to what we're talking about. But go ahead.
Yeah, finish up. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 5, finish off verse 2. It says, for the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon the earth. It says, and thou upon earth. Therefore let thy words be few. Brother just read, be slow to wrath, slow to speak, pretty much, hey, man, be more ready to hear than give just red sacrifice to fools. But again, they don't show no respect up here. So ultimately just set themselves up for failure,
Read that and then brother can come up.
It says, back in James 1 verse 20, for the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of the Most High. Wherefore, lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word which is able to save your souls. Because you say we are.
Yeah, exactly. But you have to be you have to be willing to receive it first and foremost. How you gonna receive it? You just blurting random shit out, and he don't. First of all, wasn't even gonna stop. So again, the Lord just brought him to use him as an example, so we don't take it personal. It's just business. But what you have to be willing to receive this thing. What it say? The engrafted word, right? To save your soul, man. So this word is gonna save your soul. Tom Brady ain't gonna save you, my man. You might have saved the Super Bowl, but yeah, he saved the Bucks. But I don't know if you know or seen them videos from Russia shooting missiles over here, so that ain't gonna help, man. The Buccaneers ain't gonna get you saved. All right, so with that, Shalom. Next brother come up. Yeah.
Just going into First Thessalonians 4. 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 8. Yeah, First Thessalonians 4 and verse 8. I'll start verse 7. It says, for the Most High have not called us unto uncleanness, but unto holiness, man. Verse 8. He therefore that despiseth not men, but the Most High, who have also given unto us his Holy Spirit.
Hey, Con, read that one more time.
Yeah, 1 Thessalonians 4 and verse 8. He therefore that despiseth, and that word there in the 16:11 for despiseth, it says rejected. He therefore that despiseth not men, but the Most High, who have also given unto us his Holy Spirit.
Hey, Con, ultimately, you know, like your brother was going into, we don't take it no personal. It's just the fact that, hey, this is the business that we doing. We know that it's not us that they personally hate or that they're despising, it's the Most High ultimately, man. All right, but hey, as the scripture said, they're gonna have to learn after death by pain, because look, they came by and you have the benefits of the fact that look, they're local, we're local, the truth is local, they're of your people, they speak your language, they know what you've been going through, know the types of things you got going on, but yet and still you want to roll on by, man. All right, and also the scripture say wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy time. Right now we're in a time of a boiling point right now. If you can't see that this is the truth and you need to be taking heed to this now, how much more when things start hitting the fan, man? We had a video a couple years back of some chariots in the sky. You had a little boy, a Jake boy, filming like, oh shit, what is that? Y'all call the police. Y'all need to be shooting at that, man. So there it is. His salvation is going over top of his head. But look, he was blinded, man. But yet because look, you despising this your word, man. All right, so the Most High has you know, pretty much cut off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Proverbs 18, verse 6. Proverbs 18, verse 6. A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth called for strokes. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul.
Hey, that's one of the things that, you know, when you look into pride, pride is a hell of a drug, man. All right, and you know, we in this here truth, we know certain things. All right, like we can tell you, being in this here truth, whether or not you know what if you understand what you're reading or not, or if you actually in this truth or not, by just talking to you, man. All right, you say you know the Bible and everything else like that. We start talking about the so-called UFOs. UFOs in the Bible. Oh yeah, your ass don't really read the scriptures, man. Or you don't understand what you read in the scriptures, man. Oh, the Lord is a so-called black man. What do you mean here, black man? Oh yeah, we can tell. Hey, just by the things that you saying, man. All right. But nevertheless, you know, you think that you on point and you saying something like, again, a prime example. If you really know what you got going on, you ride by as if we a joke. We don't know what we talking about. But we clearly can tell just by based off of the things you're saying, man. All right, if you knew this was the truth, you knew who we were, and you actually believed on these things, you would have stopped and humbled yourself at that point in time. But hey, man, your own lips are condemning you.
Because there's a saying that says, you know, don't write a check, don't let your mouth write a check, your ass can't cash. So the stuff you're putting out there, if you can't back it up, you shouldn't be speaking on it. You know, so stuff like that, you know, small examples, that's literally, you know, a death sentence, you know, because again, they don't take the Lord serious as him being an austere power. They see just men out here standing with, you know, they be comical, say we got clothing, you know, weird clothing on, whatever, costumes, but again, you're mocking the Lord, you know, you're not mocking us, but we don't take offense to it. You're making a big mistake by coming up against the Yahweh Shai.
Hey, can I get a quick precept for you? Proverbs 18 and 21. Proverbs 18 and 21, just to back the brother up. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
Yeah, say Jake get himself in trouble because he got a big fucking mouth. If you just keep your mouth quiet, you'll save yourself a lot of trouble. But Jake just can't close their mouth, so they get put in a situation they didn't need to be in. They just would humble themselves down, just shut up.
Right.
You know,
The scriptures say even a fool will be esteemed wise if he keep his mouth shut.
right.
You know.
Hey, but again, you know, if you go ahead.
Oh, because that was to say that the tongue is the unruly member. You know, that motherfucker. If you don't tame it, he gonna. You know what I'm saying? He gonna, like you nigga woman. They don't stop. They know they're wrong. They got their arm. I gotta be right demon. They gonna keep going and just digging themselves deeper. They're just grabbing that shovel and digging themselves deeper, and that fruit that they're gonna fall by is death. Because life and death's in the tongue. So you speaking death, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fuck your woman. You bring that's death you're putting out there. But we're speaking words of life. That's why we hope to reap the fruit of life. You know, us being saved the fuck out of here. You know.
And also going into that again, you can tell by, you know, people's countenance. You try, you know, just around people in the world. You know, you at work or something like that, and somebody's keep getting the wrong result, right? And they're a new guy or something, but you've been here for a long time. And you trying to tell them, hey, look, you're doing this here wrong. Do it that. I know what I'm doing. I know. Well, why you keep getting the same result, man? You say you just shut up for a moment, man. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing like that, but just you're stopping your own self from getting this game because you just won't stop. Just listen. I'm trying to explain one thing and you going into something completely different. That's why you never come into an understanding of what you have going on, because like the brother said, hey, you can't keep your mouth closed, man. You can't listen long enough. You get it? Yeah, go ahead.
It's Luke 11, and start at verse 47. Luke 11, starting at verse 47. Woe unto you, for ye build the sepulchres of the prophets, and your fathers killed them. Verse 48. Truly ye bear witness that ye allow the deeds of your father, but they indeed killed.
Go back on. Go back on.
Luke 11 and 47. Woe unto you, for ye build the sepulchres of the prophets, and your fathers killed them.
Right, going into that, it's the fact of the matter of there's another scripture like he was talking to Stephen was talking, he was saying, hey, which of the prophets have you and your fathers not killed, man? They wound up killing him as well too, but nevertheless, it's the same thing that they doing nowadays. Hey, we don't want to hear all that. Put that off to the side, man. They're the ones that so-called putting major hell on us when we're trying to just come out here and how do I say, feed you with these things, man. You're one of our main enemies towards us, man. Esau, yeah, he'll cut down our videos and things like that, but hey, he's not the ones coming over up and down the block trying to pull guns on us, knives on us, and things like that, man, or talking all kind of foul shit to us, man. It's mainly our people, man. All right, go ahead.
Yep. Luke 11, verse 48 says, Truly ye bear witness that ye allow the deeds of your fathers, they indeed killed them, and ye build their sepulchres. So truly you bear witness that you allow the deeds of your fathers, because again, Jake, just again a prime example. Witnesses serve as what? As evidence, to give a testimony, to show proof that hey, this is what your fathers did, and look, you're doing the same thing that they did when they were alive. Because if he could, he would. I just say, brothers had death threats and things like that. It's going to be turned up on another level. But again, the deeds of these people, they bear witness that they're the ones that killed the prophets. Because Yahushua is speaking to his own people. Verse 49, it says, Therefore also said the wisdom of the Most High, I will send them prophets and apostles, and some of them they shall slay and persecute. Verse 50, that the blood of all the prophets which was shed from the foundation of the world may be required of this generation. That's what a little bit Asha was going into earlier about all that blood, because we perish, if we were saying men, it says the spirit of prophets subject unto the prophets. So we're in our same lots again. So if we were back then, obviously the Lord had us taken out by these people, our own people, I said the blood of those prophets is going to be required in this generation. This is that last generation that Yahushua was talking about 2,000 plus years ago. That they're not going to get past this time of trouble. They're not going to get past. They're not going to enter into the kingdom because they didn't believe. And those deeds that back then they never repented from that. They died and kept doing the same shit over and over again, being demons. So what's going to happen? A great judgment's going to occur to them. Last one, verse 51 says, From the blood of Abel unto the blood of Zacharias, which perished between the altar and the temple. Verily I say unto you, it shall be required of this generation. And that's our confidence at this time where Yahushua said there be some of you standing here that should not taste of death. Right? Because it's that time he was literally talking about that we weren't going to die this time. Because if you think about a lot of prophets, you look at the end of all our forefathers, most of them they got put to death. So that's always in the back of your mind. The Lord said, fight put the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you. Paraphrase it. But this time the Lord said we're going to be straight. And not going into a sense of arrogancy like or naiveness. It's not possible. You have to have that in your mind too. But the Lord said He's going to protect us in this time. Those that fought for Him, that defended His name before when He wasn't here. So when He comes back, He's going to take care of those men. Hope and pray would be part of that number.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 10, starting at verse 34. Matthew 10, verse 34. It reads, Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and the man's foes shall be they of his own household.
So going into that, hey, just like in the olden days the brother was bringing out, man, we our own people that'd be like, crucify him, or hey, we gotta put them to death. With the men of the old, was it Paul that got stoned? All right, it was like, yo, man, this is his own people doing that, man. All right, and come back and start preaching again. You know what I'm saying? It's our own people that's always coming up against us, man. Again, you'll have some drunk Edomites that'll come by, and they might be like, oh, you guys are spreading hate. We love everybody, Jesus, Jesus. But then when Jake come by, they the ones that literally want to be pulling out weapons on us, call the police on us. Y'all got to be stopped. Because ultimately inside, you know, there's some demons that's, you know, screaming out like, look, don't persecute us right now. Don't. That's what they say with their own mouth. Don't judge us. You can't judge me. Don't do this. Don't judge me and that, because they know ultimately they're wicked. And what the Spirit of the Lord is condemning them, man. So they don't want to hear these things. They want to continue on in their folly. They want to continue on in the deeds that they're doing. Like John 3, what is that? 3:17. You want to grab that real quick? Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, they don't want to come to the light, man. They like, look, man, they like the roaches, man. When you turn the light on, all the roaches scatter, man. 'Cause that light is you know, death unto them, basically, you know? You got it? John 3:17, I believe.
They love darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
But nevertheless, you know, this is why their spirits are like that, man. Because, you know, like when Yahushua was on the scene, man. Because their deeds was evil. Go ahead and read it real quick. It'll break it down.
Start at 17?
Yeah. Go to 19. Yeah.
John chapter 3, to the point, verse 19. John 3, verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light has come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light.
This is the condemnation, because look, the truth is now out here, man. All right, because beforehand we all walking in darkness. All right, if we all confused and don't know what's going on, none of us got the instruction manual. You can't really blame somebody for going off, man. All right, but now the instruction manual was set forth in front of you. All right, how to operate, how to make things move. But yet you don't want to come to that instruction manual. You want to keep like it's like you on a job, man. Yeah. All right, they just turned you loose on a job, and everybody's messing up the production line and everything else like that, man. All right, versus now you coming into this job. They gave you training. You've been on a job for 6 weeks training, man, and yet you don't even know the first thing about the job, how to turn the machine on, man. That boss is gonna be like, yo, you gotta get up out of here, man, because not only did I gave you the instructions, I put you through training, all right, and you still didn't get it, man. It'd be different if I just pulled you off the streets and just threw you into a cockpit of an airplane and say, let's fly this bad boy, man. See, I don't know what the hell going on. You just threw me in here. But the condemnation is I done put you in flight school for 16 years, bro, and you can't even find the damn chair, man. This is the problem. All right, go ahead.
Yep. It says, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Right, so men love this in darkness. They love being out into their wickedness, all right, because in darkness they can do what? They can hide their wickedness, man. All right, don't tell me about this, don't tell me about that. That's why we have some people sometimes that'll come by with the scriptures, and they'll like what they hear in a little bit, but then when you start bringing out so-called judgments of things people should or shouldn't be doing, you gotta get up the block. We don't want to hear that. We don't want that condemnation on us. Man, I know I ain't supposed to be eating pork, man. Shit, let me been around the corner real quick, man. You know, when you talk about the so-called white man being the devil, they be like, yeah, we cool with that. But hey, man, you gotta stop sleeping with other men's wives. Let me get on up the block, man. Because their conscience is searing their own, their own minds. Because these are the evil, wicked deeds that their own selves are doing, man. All right.
Because it says they love darkness rather than light, meaning it was a choice. You know, it was a decision that they made that they like this better than that. You know, just like, you know, if you breathe. You know, if you like this, you like that. If your favorite food is this, you eat that. So same thing with wickedness. If you like that, that's what you can eat. You know, it says, do all what you eat. You know what I'm saying? So these people, what they involve themselves in, that's what they enjoy. They like eating pepperoni. They like eating shrimp and doing things like that because what? It's because their deeds are evil. Because that's why the light is the approval of all. You know, you can't hide in the light. You know, so if you're in the light and you're saying I'm this, I'm doing that, the light's gonna tell and bring forth what you really are. You know, and that's what this truth is doing. That's why people want to scatter, run away, like the roaches that they are.
And real quick, just like you have some jobs, right? Where I've been in some jobs where, you know, they got cameras inside the jobs. I've been in jobs that didn't have cameras, and then they eventually got cameras in the job. And some people would be flipping out. Like, yo, bro, I learned from an early job. Just work as if every damn job you own's got cameras, man. So you ain't gotta be thinking about what I can and can't be doing at these jobs, man. All right, but nevertheless, those that be doing some shady shit at the job, oh shit, they didn't put cameras up. Why? Because that's that light that can see you. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather be in the so-called darkness where they can just slide something out the register here or skip this and skip that because there's no checking process. Nobody to hold them accountable for their deeds that they're doing, man. All right, so now that we come into the light, we have that standard description to tell us what's right and what's wrong. All right, we cleave unto this here word to expose what's the wickedness, man. But see how people don't want to come to that because they don't want to be told. They like living after the flesh, man. They like doing the carnal things that's pleasing to the flesh, man. All right, the lust of the world, you know, chasing after all these different diverse paths of destruction, man. Our people love these things, but when we tell them not to do those things, oh shit, man, y'all exposed me because I was gonna go ahead and get this here money, go buy some kilos of cocaine, go flip this shit, go put a hit out on this dude and that dude. Bro, that's all wickedness, man. But if you tell them about these things, nah, man, I don't want to hear about all that, man. All right, go ahead.
Yep. John 3:20, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light.
Right.
Neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Right, so like the example I just gave about those at those jobs, when they just installed the cameras, Hey, the only people that's out there doing some foul shit is only mad about them cameras. If you ain't got nothing to worry about, it's like, all right, it's all good. Like in my job now, some of the houses I go to, they have cameras out and around, and some of the other ones don't have cameras out and around. You know, and some people be like, hey, they got cameras here and there. And I remember I had one of my customers try to call and lie on me, and the boss brought me into the office, was asking me about it. Like, look, I'm not gonna go back and forth with y'all. They got cameras. Tell her to send you the videotape of me doing all this shit, because I know what the fuck I be doing, bro. The only thing you're gonna find on me on the cameras is me doing my job. Because look, hey man, I'm not worried about that. I'm not doing nothing wicked while I'm at work, man. So I ain't got nothing to really worry about. But those like, oh shit, they had cameras. You can tell us, oh shit, I just noticed a camera up there. Hey man, that's just like this here word, man, because the eyes of the Lord are 10 times brighter than the sun, man. All right, but nevertheless, they don't want to come to be reproved because they don't want that microscope on them, man. All right, our people love their evil deeds, man. All right.
John, one more. Okay. John 3:21. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High.
Right, and exactly. You know what I'm saying? People like the guy that rolled by don't want to sit here and dialogue, you know what I'm saying, or ask questions, because ultimately he'll be exposed for all his ways of being evil. Then what do you do after that? Unless you're super proud, just walk off like, shit, I know I'm wrong, but fuck him. I'm gonna just keep going off. But if you was to humble yourself down and ask questions and get your questions answered, you'd be like, damn, you know what? Maybe I am wrong. I gotta change my ways. Maybe the things I am doing is wicked and going off. But pride is so much on a high level, man. They're not gonna do that, man. All right, that's why we had to have it's a blessing for us to be in this here truth, man. All right, because it's like, yo, man, we not only did we have to find out that everything we was taught was a lie, but everything we was doing in our lives beforehand was wrong for us to be doing, man. All right, but we had to be cut by this here word and put back together by this here word, man. These people, they're afraid to even to go down that path, man. So they just like, shit, as long as what I don't know, shit, I can't really hurt me. I'd rather just not know about it. I'm like, all right, man, that's on you, man. At least if you know that you're going off, you have a time to change and to repent. All right, but if you don't know about it at all, that's just gonna come and take your ass like a thief in the night, as the scriptures say, man. All right.
I got a quick precept. Go ahead. It's the book of John, chapter 14, verse 17. John 14, verse 17. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. All right, and this is showing you what the Lord has put his prophets on the highways and hedges to give the word out to basically to Israel, but they're now hearkening. This is why the Lord has blinded them. All right, giving them what? The spirit of slumber. All right, to where they can't receive this truth. It's only going to be what? The elect.
Hey, Con, speaking on that, I believe it was the brother Ash put something in a text the other day talking about some damn, this dude get these millions of views, 100 million views or whatever like that. We only get 3 or 4 views, you know? And just going back to the scripture, hey man, this is only for the small elect, man. These are the distractions and the things that blinded them and everything else like that. As we see, it's like, you know, we feel some type of way in the flesh, like how come they can't get it? Why is it so hard? But when you go into the spiritual aspect of it, it's only for that small sanctuary, man. They're not gonna get it. They're distracted by all these distractions in the world, man. That's why we should be giving praises to the Most High for waking us up from this here blindness, because we could have just been as easily just blinded by that, like never even see all this, and we just that close, man. Like the day we had all those people over there looking at all this here art, like yo, mainly Jake is over there, but salvation is literally right behind you, man. That $1 billion lotto ticket is right behind you, man. You know what I'm saying? And just imagine about how many different places and locations you could have been where you could have came up on something that's like, you know what? I was walking down the street or something like that, and shit, like, you know, I seen a $100 bill on the ground, but if I was there 5 minutes later, I wouldn't have found it. Same with this that winning lotto ticket is right there, that close, but you just would have never known because you didn't pass by it. You know, the Most High had you blinded. You're like, damn, how the hell did they see it and I didn't see it? And it wasn't for you, man. You know, just the same way we found this here truth, man. All right, it's almost like a needle in a haystack. It was hard, especially when a lot of us came in. It was kind of hard for you to find it. You know, you didn't have all these camps and everything else out and about like that. But look, the Lord brought you to that, man. Opened up your mind to be able to receive these things, man, because it would have been easy for you to just deny it, click off the video, change your mind, not want to see it. But look, the Lord opened up your mind and put that desire inside of you, man, because ultimately your spirit was crying out for it from the beginning because you was predestined to make it. But nevertheless, you know, it's like a needle in a haystack, man. It's like really a 1 in a billion chances, man. All right, that the Lord would just take you and wake you up to this truth, man. All right?
Because you just read it, said the spirit of truth which the world cannot receive. You think about when a message is put out, you have what? You have a sender and a receiver. You know, so when you send a message, it's sent to someone to receive. And that's why you say faith comes by hearing. You know, so that's why you would say, he that have an ear, let him hear. You know, so when a message doesn't get sent to somebody, what does it say? It says not delivered. You know, so that's what's going to happen to a lot of our people. They're not going to be delivered because they couldn't receive this message. You know what I'm saying? And the intent of the Lord gave us was the faith. You know, that's how we can connect with our power. We have Esau wants to take that God gene, wants to scientifically take our faith away, trying to put it in potions, things like that. That's the gift the Lord gave us. Ain't no man take that. You know?
So hold that, bro. We're gonna bring some more out.
Hey, real quick, I got a precept to go with what you were just saying. This is Sirach chapter 11, verse 21. Sirach chapter 11 and verse 21, it says, "Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in Yahweh and abide in thy labor, for it is an easy thing in the sight of Yahweh on the sun to make a poor man rich." Now, what makes us rich is this word, the blessings of the kingdom of heaven. You know, so like the brother was saying, you know, it's an easy thing for the Most High to take this away from you, and it's an easy thing for the Lord to give it to you.
Right.
You know, so you could be the wickedest nigga on the whole planet Earth, and the Most High, in a snap of a finger, now you coming into this truth. You know,
Saul to Paul.
right? Yep.
Prime
Exactly. Prime example. That's right.
Hey, and one of the reasons the Lord do things like that, though, is so there's no excuse. Like, oh, you know how we were in the world or whatever, you see the pastors in the church, well, they the pastors, they on this level and that level. But no, there ain't no excuse, man. Because it's like Paul and Saul into Paul's situation, and he came right from the same bottom of the barrel as everybody else, man. Just like us, people like, y'all don't know what it's like to be us and to do this and do that. Like, well, we came out of the same things y'all came out of, man. So we understand what it's really like, man. All right, that was it on that, my own.
One more verse, 22. It says, "The blessing of the Lord is in the reward of the godly, and suddenly he maketh his blessing to flourish."
Hey,
The blessing of this truth.
Yep, he's also the one that gives you that increase, man. All right, to add more of that desire inside of you, man. To desire the sincere milk, man.
And it
All
said
right.
suddenly causes it to flourish. So it could be just, it's something that the Lord puts in your spirit, or have something to happen to where at that moment your faith increases, or your understanding increases on a matter. You know.
Because you just read it, said, "Marvel not at the works of sinners." That goes into
Right.
keeping your eyes single,
Right.
staying focused. You know, having faithful eyes. And your eyes supposed to go in the kingdom. So eventually, that thing's gonna come. Like people bet on stocks. You bet on something, you tend to be bullish on. You know, bullish means it's gonna rise up. So that's what we walk with this truth. It might not be worth something to somebody now, but we know the potential. You know, we know the end result. And that this business that we're building, you know, through Spirit Power Yahweh Shai, is gonna be worth more than any business you can see or put your money into in this world. You know.
Stacking up them spiritual treasures.
The true treasure. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 13, starting at verse 44. Matthew 13, verse 44. It reads, "Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in a field, the which, when a man..."
Quick start.
Start. Yeah, speak up a little bit. Start at 13 verse. They grab that.
All right, this
Verse 13.
Con.
And then go back to that.
Con. All right, it's the book of Matthew 13, starting at verse 13. It reads, "Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not."
Go to 10. Read 10, 11, then jump to 13.
All right, it's the book of Matthew 13, verse 10. "And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given."
Right, so just to back up what the brother was saying, hey, it's given to a certain people, man. All right, and it's not given to some other people, man. All right, so ultimately it was given, unto the elect. All right, hold tight real quick.
Back up. Psalm 25 and verse 14. Psalm 25 verse 14 says, "The secret of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is with them that fear him, and he will shew them his covenant."
And hey, that first thing of fear, when you start fearing the Most High, you're gonna listen to what he got to say, man. All right, just like you at your job, and your boss be like, "Yo, I need you to come in on time." If you don't fear that boss and what he might do to you, you're gonna still show up whenever you want to show up. And he's like, "Look, man, this is the last time I'm gonna tell you about this. If you show up late one more time, you're fired." And if he actually feared, he would just be like, "Oh, I'm about to show up early. I'm gonna be here on time, and this and that." So, nevertheless, at the end all be all, if you actually feared, you would. If you actually feared, you would move by actions. But nevertheless, if you don't fear, you're gonna just be however you want to be, man. All right.
It's like, when you think about a classroom setting, when a teacher asks a question about something you don't know, do you raise your hand? you're trying to make sure you're not seen. You don't want to be seen because you don't know the damn answer. But when people walk up here, don't know nothing about what we're talking about, and they have the courage to speak up and do stupid shit like that, or anything, for example, But that shows, because again, the lack of fear. That's why they don't know nothing. And that's why really, we get upset, things like that. But you don't get mad at the dog for being dumb, or animal about doing some stupid shit because they're an animal. That's how you should look at these people. They're just a bunch of animals, lawless creatures. No respect for the Lord. That's why the judgment is coming. Jeremiah said, don't. The Lord said, Jeremiah, don't put up no prayer for these people. Don't even worry about them, because at the end of the day, they're set for to be destroyed because they're doing it to themselves.
If I may add, because in the time in Israel, there were times where they came up against the prophets, right? And a prophet put up a prayer, okay, for bears to come out, man. She bears to come out and maul you jakes. So, backing the brother up, if that spirit was on us, if we had that heavy a lot of a spirit right now, what you think we would do, man? You walking past, putting up signs on it. Man, look, I'm telling you, bro, just because we ain't got the spirit on us heavy like that, once we tap in on that power, you people is done, bro. The Lord gonna put the spirit on us to go through you people, man.
And really what it is like Scripture say, because judgment is not executed speedy. Because we put up curses on people, and then we might never see them again, so we don't know. It might not have been, like the brother just used that example of Elisha, or Elijah. When the she-bear, he put her the curse, the she-bear came instantly and killed the kids. So that's gonna happen very soon. It's gonna be instant judgment, but people be getting judged that we don't even know about, bro. You know how many people got curses thrown on them throughout all the camps and then never be seen again? Who knows what happens to them? They might be laying under a bus, run over 2 days later, a month later, a year later,
And also going back into the fact of, while we laugh and make light and jokes of these people, hey, if you see the memes and stuff like that, and brothers even be making memes like, you the mic chick with the shakes. You know what I'm saying? But and then they'll look at us and be like, well, you guys are so evil and so. No, man, most times say we're going to laugh when the calamities come in because they like this, man. Y'all didn't get to see on the other side of the camera, but you had a female walking by just mocking the men of the Lord and everything like that. But also, Isaiah 4:1, the reason they saying, hey, look, come let us, we'll do all these things to just take away the reproach from us. Because, hey, them women at that point in time know that they done fucked up and they know that they about to get judgment. These other ones gonna be like Mara in the streets, man. They gonna be just trotting down, man.
That's what it is. She was just seeking attention.
Right.
That's what they want. But in that day, like brother said, Isaiah 4:1, they're not gonna be seeking attention. They're gonna actually be seeking the opposite.
Right.
Somebody to protect them from attention.
Right. That covert, that covering.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because when they see men like us, we have a lot of restraint. We learn how to deal with bullshit, so they see that as weakness. Right. But then you did that some kind of nigga on the street, whatever, he put hands on you, you wouldn't be surprised about that. But if we speak up and say something, get loud, people are like, oh, what the hell's wrong with you? They call us crazy.
That just goes to show you the spirit of what all our people are in. The spirit of a woman. Lack of accountability. Because she does that. She did that little antics, but she didn't put her hands on nobody. But that's disrespectful first and foremost. She knows that she already knows that we're not gonna punch her in the face for that. Right. But if it would have been a man's not gonna do that because he knows if I do some stupid shit like that, this could possibly lead to me dying.
Right.
Because if you're in a fight, you could possibly die. Yeah. So women in this society, where given promoted to be as wicked as they can be, they'll do whatever they want because they know that 911's right there. Yeah. But once that goes out the window, like the brother said, Isaiah 4:1.
Yeah, they gonna be like, please. Hey, but also like the brother going into, they got the fact to be able to call 911 or just scream. She could have came up here and not just her, we ain't gonna just keep talking about her, but any woman could have come up here and do whatever they want to go do, slap one of the brothers, and let's just say we just start hauling off on her ass. As soon as that voice of her screaming out, all these men around here gonna come running to her aid.
Well, that was her man that was walking in front of her.
But
that's why she was doing that, because she thought he was gonna do. He would say something if we said something.
Right.
And again, lack of accountability goes to show you she don't think
he allows
like
that shit.
Exactly, he allowed that, but that would have been his fault. Why he gonna get his ass beat?
Exactly.
Because he allows it. So then it's nobody's fault.
Right. Crazy, bro. You don't know who the hell we are. We a psycho with an But she did touch my head. But if it would have been a psycho, just pull around and shank your ass, like that one video.
Oh yeah.
Straight up clobber.
Or just turn around and backhand the hell out of her.
Spinning elbow.
Then oh my God, well, then there's the outcry. But these fucking people, man, they have no respect of dignities, man. You know.
But I was gonna say, I seen a video the other day about these. He got his ass.
Keep going.
But anyway, there was a different video of there was like basically 2 Edomites, a man and a woman, and 2 Jakes. They was at the gas station. The Edomite woman out there because they got that safety net, all right, and they just retarded, man. All right, she's over here cussing him out. He's like, oh, he's a drug dealer, blah blah blah. You seen that? He's like, why am I a drug dealer and driving this old raggedy piece of shit? But the husband of the Edomite woman was like, come on, bitch, get in the car. Get in the car. Yeah, you don't even know them. Get in the car. He was in a way right mind. I was like, look, I don't want the smoke. And I don't want you bringing the smoke my way. Get your ass in the car. And he was like, look, guys, I'm sorry. If y'all see this bitch on the road dead somewhere, hey, I ain't got shit to do with that. I'm leaving her. But he was in the right enough mind, like, look, this bitch is a liability to me right now because of her. But she got that freedom, man. All right, like the scripture say that they're gonna be trotted down as the mire in the streets because look, man, they just living careless and everything like that, man.
That's why the scriptures say, "Rise up, ye women at ease." Because why? Because when the society comes to a screeching halt and there's no more, because they're actually doing it right now as we speak, defunding the police. All right, decriminalizing certain crimes. So when that happens, what's gonna happen? You're not gonna see women mouthing off because there's gonna be repercussions for it. You want equal rights? You want to get equal lefts, uppercuts, fucking haymakers, all that.
And then bring up like that.
The scriptures say, the woman shall be trodden down as the mire.
I'm about to get it.
So, Isaiah 32, Isaiah 32 in verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my...
And going into those women that are at ease, that's the spirit that they're in right now because they know, you know, like the brother said, she got her man right here. All right, if not, she can scream, the police gonna come. Or even if she do scream, every man that's around here gonna come over here and go to protect them, man. All right, putting their own self in danger because she decided to go jump into the lion's den, man. You know, they got a wall up around the lion's den, you know, at the zoo and shit like that. It's like, don't cross this motherfucker, eat your ass, man. But then in the society that we live in, if you dumb enough to go in there like that, they put their own life in danger to go save your dumb ass, man. But real soon it's gonna be different than that. They're like, look, man, ain't no more zookeepers on the job right now. So if your ass go to the lion's den to go get you a selfie and that motherfucker eat you, that's a good appetite for him, man. That's on you. All right?
Yeah, because there's articles now, but now they're gonna start drafting women. Yep. The women's gonna start going to war, so that equal rights thing backfires. They're still talking about it, but they're going to.
But it's gonna happen.
They need bodies, man.
Hey, well, and they want to be treated equal, man. They want to be fair and equal. Everything a man can do, they can do better, right?
It would be unrighteous not to let them be in the draft.
Right. We support women's equality.
Hey, well, they got lawsuits. You got a coalition of men that are suing, saying it's unconstitutional to having a male-only draft.
Yeah, it's not fair, bro.
See, because women, they want it to be equal on levels of power, you know, positions of leadership and shit. But they don't want to equal janitors. They don't want to be equal bricklayers. They don't want equal construction workers. They just want to be equally represented in the government and managers and shit that men lead at or strive at. They want to be equal there. It doesn't work like that. You want to be equal. You gonna be equal. Everything.
Hey, they want to be equal partakers in the rewards, but not equal in the responsibilities.
They want equal of opportunity, not or it's like they want equality in outcome. But what it is equality of opportunity. Right. You can't have equality of outcome because that means that's that bullshit about participation trophies.
Yeah.
It don't work like the real world don't work like that. Yeah. The script, first and foremost, the scriptures don't work like go talk about none of that.
Right.
So you want to be equal, you're gonna be equal. Like what I said, you want to be equal. Send them bitches to the front line, like on the beach of Normandy, when they was getting slaughtered out there before they even got off the boat. So you want to be equal, then let them be equal. That's right. I'm all with it. I'm for it. They want to go fight the wars, then let them go fight the wars. Which that's why America is crumbling because they're about to allow women in the draft. That tells you everything you need to know about this place.
Isaiah 32 verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters.
Right, and going into these women that are at ease, again, this is that society where, like I say, a woman shall surpass a man. All right, the what do they call it? The great whore of Babylon. This is that feminine society, man. All right, so now these women are at ease because look, they're putting a position of so-called power put on this pedestal. They can't do no wrong, man. All right, you have these double standards where if a woman can hit a man, he goes to the police and say, hey, I was assaulted by this woman, they gonna laugh at him, right? Now if it's the other way around, this here woman come and attack this here man and he shake her up and push him off, now he done assaulted her, man. You see what I'm saying? So they're at ease, they have the how you say, they have the opportunity to just be put up on a pedestal, more or less to say, man. You see a homeless woman or a woman in distress, people go run for aid with that, but a man in distress is not the same thing, man. All right, but the man should be the head of the house. So I always give this example to people in the world, like, wait, how can I help you if I can't help myself first? If I'm on a boat that's sinking, it would be retarded of me to bring your ass into my sinking boat. We just be two dead motherfuckers right here. Let me fix my boat first, then I can pull you up into the boat. But then, you know, you have these women again, they're like, look, I'm trying to, you know, they pulling you down right along with their ass, man. Like, nah, man, you gotta have a head and then you gotta have somebody to follow, man. But again, they're at ease in this society because they've been put up on this here pedestal, man, and everything is getting softer and softer and softer, man. All right, so like, again, in any real example, you know, when everything is all cool, it's the first world problems that we're having right here, man, because they have the luxuries of all these different things, man. They got the luxury to have DoorDash food delivered to them, man. All right, but if they had to go out there and go get their own goddamn food, man, then they would be put back into hey, man, women fall right back in line when all this first world shit go out of line, man. Let the power go out, let the grocery stores run. Hey, when the toilet paper shortage came out, them women got humbled real quick, man, because they know they had to go fight for toilet paper, man.
You come and add real quick, but you said it's a woman's spirit, pretty much. And that goes to you reference the beast, or the whore that rides upon the beast, and he was 100% accurate with that, because why? What do they call it? Oh, that's that Western civilization, or the Western world society living. And what's in the West? America, Europe is considered the West. So what is being pushed out to these other nations that they're drinking now? These women rising up over the men.
Babylonian juice.
Bitches in the Middle East can drive now. Bitches can do this. Bitches can do that. Where did they get that philosophy from? The beast. This is you seen the image of the beast being pushed down everybody's throat. And part of the image of the beast is a woman surpassing a man. You know, so what the brother said, you know, that's the spirit of a woman. Well, it's the spirit of Babylon the Great.
Yep.
You know,
no real responsibilities here. Hey, we'll just give y'all something for sitting at home just because. We'll give y'all all these things and how you say softening you up by, hey, you can't use these words, you can't use these words. I seen a meme or something the other day where it says back in the olden days they used to say sticks and stones. What was it? Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. But now they saying words are violent now. You know, you can't. Oh, this word. If you call somebody a he, that's offensive. You know, he might not acknowledge himself as that or whatever. But this is how these women are, man. You can't call a woman a hoe if she out here selling her body on the side of the road. Like, yo, she just selling her shit. The facts of the matter is, this is what the fuck you doing, man. But I can't address you about what you really doing. Like, there's something wrong with that, man. But we gotta be, how you say, softened up. Yeah, you gotta be PC for these women and things like that. This is a woman, how you say, a woman type of society, man. All right, going back to what the brother reading, they're at ease, man. All right, I'll share some.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm gonna keep speaking though. Let me find
all right, but nevertheless, we're gonna go back into that. But nevertheless, you know, this is that society that's built like that, man. You know, you can say certain things to people, like the brother was saying, the participation trophies and everything else like that, man. All right, you even got some of these men that's out here like that, man. And I don't think it's fair that this happens and that happens. What kind of work are you putting in, man? The scripture say you reap what you sow, man. He might have planted him a whole goddamn field. That's why he reaping all these damn trees and these fruits that you got. You was too lazy to get up and go do anything, man. Now you over here complaining about what he got? This is, again, the same type of society, man, where these women are being put up on a pedestal and everything like that. But all this, not just the women, these men too that are at ease, man, because they're in that womanly spirit. They was raised up by these single mothers anyway. They just basically women with man genitalia, man.
Effeminate.
Yeah.
Being effeminate is how can I put it? Is promoted for men, and then being masculine is promoted for women.
Yep.
Which is fucking
turning things upside down.
Exactly.
They tell the women be strong, be independent, and everything like that. You don't need no man. That's a masculine trait right there that they supposed to be giving them. And then the men, they like, oh, it's okay.
Be emotional. It's okay to show your emotions.
Yes, yes. Do all these things and everything else like that, you know. So it's like, yo, everything is really being turned upside down.
Hey, if I can say real quick, the scriptures say, I will create a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. So that's that new thing that the Lord has created in the earth, man. It was never in the ancient world. right? Where women have compassed the man. See, but now in this time, the Western, going to what speaking about, okay, everything on the Western hemisphere is pretty much promoting women. That's why in Revelations it says what? The whore that sitteth upon the beast. Man.
Yeah, that's what I got right here. But before I read it, and then go back to that, I'm just gonna read the first and second verse. But because remember, America, this philosophies, Europe, UK, France, all that, is part of the beast. But the whore that sits upon the beast is controlling the beast. You know what I'm saying? So, because remember, it wasn't until America started liberating women that these other countries started doing it. All right. So this is Revelation 17, verse 1. And I'll just get straight to the point, 1 and 2. It says, Revelation 17 and 1, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. There you go, man. So again, who promotes this really, it's a stupid ass philosophy. If you think about it, it's contrary to, it doesn't help promote life at the end of the day. It's because it's completely contrary to how the world really works, Oh,
well, Esau is contrary to how the world works. That's why the scripture says there's no
Thing under sun.
vile person like Esau.
Profane person.
Profane person, yeah. And then the scriptures also say, as the king is, so are the people.
That's right. That's right. Hey, but like the brother going into, this makes them more docile, man. Less willing to fight, man. All right, because again, you look at our households now. If you had the fathers in the household, you boys stand up for yourself, or go get a job, go do this, go do that. Hey, our society would be, or our quote unquote community would be in a better place, but they ain't got the fathers in the house, so they got the mothers running everything, man. All right.
Your father is the one to teach you discipline and accountability. Because you do something stupid, he's gonna discipline you, which shows you accountability. You do something, you gotta pay account for it, so to say.
Hey, can you bring out that precept one more time?
So Revelation 17, verse start at 1 again. It says, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying, which we were talking about that earlier, the 7 trumpets, 7 vials. Okay, it talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Con, go ahead and bring that real quick.
It's the book of Jeremiah 51, starting at verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Right, so when you go into that word mad, it's like a madman type. They're perplexed with the problem. Hey man, you got somebody really drunk, right? You got somebody really drunk. You ever taking advantage of them? Y'all see it in these movies, or these Edomites be at parties and shit. They get their homie drunk, he pass out, they drawing all over his face, shave his eyebrows off, shit like that. Then he wake up, what the fuck, man, and start swinging and everything, right? This is what's going on, man. Babylon and got everybody else drunk. While they in a drunken stupor and everything like that, start drawing on their face, feeding them bad philosophies. Hey, do this, do that. Now they wonder why their society is crumbling like how it is over here, man. All right, so for instance, a prime example of that is these Americans think that they have these freedoms for these women's rights and equality, and these women have so much more freedom. Yes, this is the freest women that's ever been in the whole time of history, right here in America. But this is also the most depressed they've ever been as well, too, and oppressed. But then also, you go into that, you can ask, like, yo, do you ask any of these women, do you think it's better for you to be a woman here, or do you think it's better for you to be a woman in the Middle East? They say clearly here. Like, well, how hard is it for you to find a man that you love in this society, get married and have children and stay married to this man, right? They're like, oh, well, it's not like that. Well, what about over in the Middle East? How much do you think that those women over there, they get, married, have children and everything else like that, man? How long do they stay together, man? There was something on the radio the other day that was talking about divorce in these other countries. They was like, no, well, in our country, we look at marriage as something spiritual between the Lord it's like the last thing that we would do is get a divorce. We would work through these things, but nowadays in these societies, one little bad thing, oh, we're gonna go get a divorce is an incentive for these women to go get divorces and things like that. So they say, look, man, it's oppression for those women over there, you know, in certain scenarios where they haven't been drinking the Babylonian juice. All right, but those women that are happily married, got kids, got you know, their husband, their families, and everything is together. But nevertheless, over here, the divorce rate is sky high. All right, the kids don't have fathers in their household. They growing up as little monsters and everything else like that. But they think they have these freedoms, but they're drinking that Babylonian juice, man. All right, that's what the brother just read. They was drinking this here, Babylon been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. All right, they made all the earth drunken. Therefore, the nations are mad. They just run around like madmen now. Now these women can go and have sex with whoever they want. They can have a no-fault divorce rate because they're unhappy. Instead of working through their marriage, now they're unhappy. They've been married 4, 5, 6, 7 different times, 8 different baby daddies. Their value is decreasing every damn day. That's why you got a big movement now. These women hitting the wall right now. They're in a danger zone, hitting the wall. You know what I'm saying? And they think that because they're so happy and all these things going on, like, but look at your results, man. Yeah, you got the freedom to do all these things, but look at your results, man. Yeah, you can have the freedom to do all these drugs, heroin, and all these things, but now look at your life, man. Versus the countries like, yo, we'll put you to death if you do any of these drugs, man. They're a lot healthier and better off in their minds than societies that allow all these things, man. So you had something?
Yeah, because that same chapter go up a little bit. Isaiah 32 in verse 5, I'll back you up. Isaiah 32 verse 5, it says, the vile person shall be no more called liberal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nor the churl said to be bountiful. So that these philosophies are pushed by Esau because it's called liberation. You know, you're being freed. Ultimately, he's freeing you from the law of Yahweh Shai. He's being the demon. You know, he's not going to be called liberal no more. You know, it's not the churl should be not the churls. Nor the churl said to be bountiful, and it goes into, again, pretty much liberty. You know, churl goes into like a scoundrel, someone, an evil person, a wicked man. And again, who's pushing this? Esau, saying you don't need, you know, a man. You don't need a man to survive in society, to protect you and things like that. I got you. I'll give you 911. I'll give you benefits, things like that. You know, but it's ultimately this condition that we're in right now. It says that new thing in the earth. The earth's in the worst condition ever it's been. You know, and that cannot be debated. Right now in this condition, people are confused because they have technology. That's the only thing you can say. The technology has gotten better, but what? Things people are doing in 2021, people weren't doing in the 1950s, 1940s, especially fucking women. They weren't dressing with these short-ass skirts and damn near butt naked outside, letting their shit head out on the beach. On the beach, they would have dresses on, you know. But if someone saw a picture from that, they'll say that they're being oppressed, you know. It's oppression. That what they were going through. No, that's order, you know. And that's what
man's insecure.
Yeah, exactly. Man's insecure.
Yeah, the liberation is just pretty much like a covering cast. That's why the Lord said in this, He will destroy in this mountain. Right, the covering cast. You saying that you are free from the laws, the statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shai, that's a covering cast. So Yahweh Shai is getting ready to destroy that. Okay, the whole structure of that. All right, starting off with 2 devils. Psalms 83.
Man, we'll lift up the skirt, make the leg bare.
And be like, and now the whole everybody, Isaiah 14 got it on deck. Everybody about to say, is this the man that weakened the nations? All the nations are going to narrowly look upon you. Like, damn, devil.
Hey.
You thought you was the Most High? Shit.
And to further back the brother up, talking about some, is this the man? We can go back all the way into the garden. What did the serpent give Eve, man? That philosophy, that Babylonian juice, basically, right? And guess what happened? We all died. Now you have the civil rights and the women's liberation movement and things like that. I believe it was in the 60s or a little bit before that. And we had a better life together with our families and things like that. But then when they say, hey, look, you can get this child support, Section 8, food stamps, all this, no man in the household, and you should not surely die. We'll take care of you. Now look at our whole community, man. Same thing over and over and over again, man. All because you keep putting these here women up on the top. Go ahead.
Isaiah 32 verse 9, rise up, you women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye kill his daughters, give ear unto my speech. Verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled.
Right, so wait, it says give ear unto my speech, and they need to hearken. First and foremost, they don't need no man. If you don't need no man, the Lord is a man. First of all, if you don't need no man, what are you saying in that day? You gonna stop a missile? You gonna stop these men from running through with the troops, man? All right, so how you gonna depend on the Lord nowadays but through his men? The men of the Lord. They don't need no man, but look, they don't want to hear what we gotta say. Hey, we got the truth, man. All right, that Isaiah 4:1, they gonna know in that day, man. Hey, y'all, they can just be able to tell by their countenance. Women can sense power, man. All right, they can understand. That's why you can see some dudes out here driving Lamborghinis and shit like that. But they might have hit the lotto or something like that and just got that. They ain't really got that, what they would say this is society of alpha sense, you know, where they masculine and dominant and things like that. A woman can just tell, right? He got the money, but he's still soft. or he look like a bum, but I know that he, you know, he'll be able to take care of some shit, man. Because it's instinctually inside of them to look for protection and provisions, man. All right, so but nevertheless, hey man, they're gonna need you know, they gonna have to rise up that's at ease. All right, and they're gonna be in that day searching and seeking for a man of the Lord. Because again, when all the trials and tribulations is going down, we gonna be, hey, we cool, we see what's going on. Pandemic is going down and everything like that. Or they used to see us walking in the stores and walking in groups without no mask. Hey man, when we was out there by the damn Tampa sign right there on, what was that, Channel sign I think it was, and nobody was out on nobody was on the block at all, man. The Jehovah's Witnesses used to be right there beside us. Nobody was out on the block, man. They brought the whole cavalry of the police department down on us or whatever like that, tell us to move, and they was like, oh, it's for your own safety and this and that. Like, we ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no mask, but y'all got to do. What about y'all in the group, man? You know what I'm saying? But if somebody with wisdom was looking out the window, it's like, why in the moment where everybody else is scared, where it's a ghost town, damn, these brothers is still outside, they still preaching, they ain't got no mask on, they ain't scared about being around each other. Maybe they know something I don't know, man. That's gonna be those wise women in those days, man. That's gonna be able to seek. They're gonna be, all right, he got some kind of power on him, man. He's calm in a time of adversity, man. He knows what's really going on like that. You know, you see something, maybe you work around heavy machinery in the job, and the machinery start going, you know, haywire and everything like that, everybody backing up or fire or something like that. You see that one Jake like, man, fuck it, hold on, let me take off this seat belt, let me go in there, and they go in there and stop the shit real quick, you know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody like, oh, they start applauding and they start cheering and everything like that because, hey man, he had to, you know, put on his man pants or whatever, whatnot, and go in and handle the business, man. While all the other dudes are standing back not doing nothing, man. Same thing in this here truth, man. You see a lot of these guys walking around just being all whatever, but then, you know, they trying to make sure their visages look good, they looking nice and everything, but we out on the highways and the byways. Some women walk by and it's like, damn, in a town where they can be getting all these here women, these dudes don't give a fuck about what they look like. They all out here just doing this. Like, it's something about them, keep them in mind.
And that's the thing about women. Women, it's like a sixth sense to women. They can walk into a room and automatically know who's the leader, who's in charge of the room. It's why? Because they somehow, it's like built into them. They're meant to recognize who has the power, who's in authority, so that they can try to mate with him, right?
Power and protection.
Exactly. So like brother just said, damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. But nonetheless, you know, just to back what the brother's saying up. Oh, that's what you saying, that they look at us, these women, really they want to stop us, but they see us and like, okay, yeah, there's something about him, you know, they show some authority, but are they gonna give me the life right now that I want? Right. I want to go party, bullshit, and do whatever I want. They know that deep down inside, they see the authority, but they know that we're not gonna go for that shit, so they keep it moving. Right. But when the tables are turned, and shit hits the fan, they're gonna see again. They're gonna see the power we have. It's not like. It's like they see our auras and shit, you know. Right. They see something, not see, but they can feel, you know, they can feel the power. I was at that, you know, that little restaurant with the car meet and shit, and I had walked back inside, paid my tab, and the chick was on the other side of the bar, so I was like, all right, let me just go walk this over there real quick. So I grabbed a little, you know, they bring you the book, put the tab in it. So I grabbed it, I'm walking over there to her. She's over there washing dishes over there next to the other bartender. And as I'm walking over there, I see her just staring at me, like looking at me, the chick that just brought me the tab. So I get over there, I didn't throw it down, I just put the thing, put the little booklet down. She said, oh my God, you just walked over here with such presence and authority. And I just said, that's just me, and I just walked off. But it's the thing, all I did was just walk over there, but it was something that she seen it, you know what I'm saying? So what do you think? There's a reason why Isaiah 4:1 is written. The women are going to see the power and authority and the confidence that we're going to have. Why? Because we're going to be stable. Right. You know? See, this is what women look for. They look for stability. Right now, they think stability is money and bullshit, which it is. You know, that's what women look for. But when they see that we're stable and we know what's going on in the time of Jacob's trouble, and we're not running around like chickens with their heads cut off, and their man, or what the men, all the men they're seeing is crying and shit. What do we do? Asking her, she gonna come to a man that knows what to do. And who are those? Those are the men of the Lord. Only the men of the Lord are gonna be attracting women when all hell hits the fan. And it's not that we're attracting them. It's just that it's written in the scriptures. And exactly, the women they know power.
Yeah, real quick, and to back the brother up, and that's why a lot of women reject us. Okay, so-called reject us, push you to the side and say they don't want you because of that. They see that authority. We're living in a time where women want to be over you, man, so they can actually sense oh nah, he gonna put my ass in order. He gonna check me on shit like that. So when you approach them and talk to them a certain way, the authority is already, the austerity is already coming out of you, man. So that's why they like, nah, you know. And I actually experienced it. I was like, hey, you know, good look, you know, good little chick. But at the end of the day, she sensed the authority and she like, nah, I don't want to talk to you. Why? Because they can't be over you, man. You know what I mean? But the time is coming where, like, backing the brother up, the time is coming where the table is getting ready to turn, man. And that Isaiah 4:1 is getting ready to actually be presented we're not going to read Isaiah 4:1, bro. It's going to be out here. Like, okay, bro, why all these? No, bro. That time is going to come. And a lot of you people are going to realize that, man. But it's going to be too late for majority of you women, man.
And if I can say, and they kind of sense that now, because like I be hearing this, they be talking kind of shit at work a little bit, but like it's funny to me that they can sense the shit because of the fact that like they'll say about me at work, like, well, Dave is about Dave. Dave, no, it's either white or black. It's no gray with him. He know what the fuck he got going on or what he doing, make his decisions. And they be like, well, he just in his ways. He just know his little thing. But the women, it's like a couple chicks to work with us, and like, well, he knows what the hell he got going on, so he's very decisive, or he can make decisions. He gonna make his decision. He's not like wishy-washy and this and that, whereas these other men, so when real shit hit the fan, they're gonna be looking for a leader that's able to make good decisions. That's not wishy-washy. You got some men that's stumbling over making decisions and things like that. All right, we're rooted in this here truth, man. So we know what we're gonna do. We're not gonna be quick to just fold up and everything else like that, man. And like I said, if they can see this on a carnal level at work, or just little certain things like, nah, I don't want that. Nah, I'm good with this, or nah, I'm good with that. They already know that like that, right? And we're not even in a sense of trying to, you know, get with nobody. These are just co-workers. How much more on a higher level? They're like, nah, they set their ways. They don't eat pork. They firm on that shit. Yeah. They don't do this. They firm on that, man. They come out on the highways. They firm on that, man. So when it comes to, if I'm a woman, it's like I need a man or a heads to be firm in his decisions and know what the hell he got going on. We're gonna choose those guys because, like I said, they can already see it now in just carnal things. How much more in spiritual things, man?
When it's life and death at stakes.
Right.
Well, you gonna follow a dude that don't know what to do, or a dude that knows exactly what to do?
Going back into power, having protection and provisions.
Yep.
Again, this is instinctually inside of a woman because they're gonna look to those type of men. That's why they go for the so-called bad boys, the alpha males, and they just fuck over the beta males because the beta males is in that effeminate spirit. They don't know what I want to do here and what I want to go do there. They're like, no, man, we follow the dude that's on his purpose.
And that's the spirit, and they have the spirit of rebellion on them, man. That's why they attract so many women. The whole nigga mentality, nigga attitude, that attraction is being promoted through your music, okay, through the media, through your TV shows, your favorite shows. Why is that? Because it's ultimately going back to the feeding of the beast.
The image of the beast.
Getting you out of fear of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. You see? And that's why the Lord is going to write a lot of you people out, because you down with rebelliousness, man. You down with the rebellion.
Which is real quick, which is, you got a lot of women named after rebellion. Mary or Miriam. It means to rebel or rebellious.
Wow.
And you got a lot of Marys in the scripture, which Mary goes back to Miriam, you know, where you said Moses' sister, what happened with her? Yep. Rebellious.
Go back up to...
No, I just want to just to say that real quick. You know, that's why the spirit of Jake, women are attracted to a nigga, man, because he's ignorant, man. He's rebellious, right? He don't have no fear of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So when that judgment comes, not only is he gonna get judged, but you too, dumbass. Yep. All right, and the Lord is gonna is already moving through, because the scriptures say, "Verily thou art power to hide it thyself." So the Lord already revealed himself into certain men, okay, and gave his spirit to certain men to put on certain women out here. So in that time, all right, they gonna get beamed up, man. And majority of women gonna be fucking done, man. And we need that, man. Isaiah? Isaiah 32 verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Be troubled, ye careless women, for the vengeance shall fail.
Right, hey, that so-called loftiness that's going on here in America, man. Like we were saying a little earlier, they got they can call the police. They can just scream, the whole block will run up on them. They got 35 different Tyrones in their phone. They can call for this, they can call for that. So they pretty much living a life, a high life right now, living carelessly right now, man. But when it comes back to straight, you know, when you take away this first world country type living, you got to go back to survival mode. That's when, you know, you're going to see, you know, and the dynamics is going to be even back out again. The real men are going to start flourishing again, man. All right, go ahead.
Yep, and reality is going to kick in, man. That's the problem with people. They don't want to accept reality. Reality is the fact that, bro, without your phone, without your microwave, without your job, you got to survive, bro.
Hey, without that child support,
You
without
done.
that
That's the vintage.
Yeah.
Mainly the vintage is the benefits that these women get from the court systems to the, you know, the government aid, all that shit, man. That shit's about to come crumbling down before their eyes, man.
Hey, because you see two different types of women that's both baby mamas. One that's getting child support.
Yep.
They over here living it up, flashing on the gram, got the bags and everything else like that. And the other ones that's still baby mamas. And this nigga ain't shit. He don't want to pay no child support. I got me out here working and struggling, this and that. Well, see, she ain't got nobody that's aiding her like that. So she realizes.
Well, the government is. Either way, they're getting government aid. So. There's no such thing as a single mother that's not getting help. That's
Right.
bullshit. They getting help from the Esau, Edom. That's her baby daddy. You know?
They own mamas help raising the kids and doing all this and doing all that while they able to walk around and be comforted and everything else like that. But nevertheless, you know, once all that's gone, man, they're not gonna be able to do all that, man. In fact, it's like my sister right now got 2 kids. But either her baby daddy got the kids, her baby daddy mama got the kids, or my mama got the kids. She just out living life carelessly in New York, going here, going there. Like, yo, since your kid's been born, you ain't never had possession of your kids, man. Like, you just going around living life, doing whatever you want to go do, and you think that, oh no, we just good. How about just trying to raise your kids first and foremost? You know what I'm saying? That's enough. But hey, they're living carelessly. Finish that off real quick.
Come. Isaiah 32 verse 9, rise ye up, rise up ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for vengeance shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Trouble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip ye, and make ye bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Right, so hey, when that you know, lifting up the skirt, making them bare, when everything is exposed, you just like, I don't need no man and everything else like that. All right, let's just say, you know, it's an all-out famine, right? You got to run to the grocery store to go get some food and everything like that, and you got all these cock diesel ass dudes out here going to go fighting. They out here pulling guns and shooting each other over a bag of rice. You still got that same, you got that same energy. I don't need no man. You gonna go over there and try to go through the battle royale for a bag of rice? With Hulk Hogan and The Rock over there fighting over some rice. Where's your place at, man? All right, you've been tormenting your baby daddy the whole time, bringing him through the system. Now 911 don't work no more. Then what do you think is gonna happen in those days, man? All right, we talk about Jacob's trouble, man. It's for 2/3 of our people, man, the men and the women, man. All right, old and young, man. They're gonna be going through all these calamities, man. And now all these things are gonna come back up into their minds, man. You're done on that, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and bring
Hey, real quick, and like the brother was making all those examples, that's exactly why they're so proud, and you know, because what? They can, if they're, let's say they're broke, or not broke, jobless, she can still, you guys, a bunch of simps out there, government aid, all these things. And now, if you a man and ain't got a job, you know what they call them? Homeless.
A bum, broke ass.
Yeah,
nigga.
exactly. You're not gonna make it too long if you got no job. A woman could go almost all her life without a job.
Yeah.
But when the shit hits the fan, there ain't gonna be no simps. People ain't gonna be simping when they gotta fight for their own food too. Why would he fight to go get you a plate when he can't even get a plate?
Right.
Oh, that's about to go out the window, man. Yeah, exactly. In reality, he's gonna slap him, slap them bitches, man.
And that's why I say rise up. The most important part of it say rise up, man. Meaning what? Not a physical rise, a spiritual rise. Prepare your mind for what's getting ready to come. And that's what you women. I just want to say that's what you women are not prepared for, man. That's why it takes for a man of the Lord to actually lead the way, man. Okay, and we're coming into the time where if the Lord, Yahweh have not predestined you women to be on the side of the men of the Lord, majority of you are gonna fucking die, man. But that's what it's coming down to, bro. We're not gonna be reading scriptures out here all day, man. All right, we're coming down to the point where if the Lord do not got the spirit on you to be saved, bitch, you're gonna die.
And
Straight up.
That's why, you know, going into the rise of women that are at ease, talking to that portion is talking to these women that's going to be delivered, man. Because all these women at one point in time was all at ease, living a certain type of way, even the women that's going to be delivered. But then, you know, oh, that nigga ain't shit, this nigga. Now she's in a different spirit because they on the comments, watching the videos and things like that. They be like, you know what?
Solomon prophets.
Yeah, they not like, you know, even if they got their own man or whatever, they treat their man a completely different way now. They realize like, oh shit, I'm gonna need some kind of deliverance in these days is coming, man. So they humble themselves down. They realize like, you know what, I need these things. Like when you see these older women start hitting the wall, they be walking around all hot and fine when they're in their youth. Now they get into their 35s and 40s, and now they got these cats and everything. They be like, you know what, I need it, man. I need to humble down now. But you got 6 kids and you got 7 cats.
Yep. And to back you up too, now you getting comments, you know, on your channel, you know, Shalom, great edification. This bitch like 45 years old, man. You like, I never see. But then you go on the Apostles channel, Apostles and elders.
See the same woman on there.
It's like, bro, do you think I'm dumb, bro? I know what you want. I know what you need. You need to be saved, bro. But you've been living a life of a demon.
Yeah, but you gotta stay away from. I mean, some of them might be right, but most of them, it'd be the biggest demons.
Yeah, great edification. And then I say, all praise to y'all, Bashmi Al-Shad. And you coming again? Yeah, bro, yeah, nah. You're not gonna get me, bro. Like, you're not gonna get me, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm like, bro, I've never seen this many women comment on my channel, bro, ever, bro.
Welcome to the club, brother. Go ahead, read.
But it's the point. The fact is that you women are understanding that you are not in control. That's the point. Rise ye up. Rise up, women that are at ease, man.
It's the book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 10. Micah 7, verse 10. It says, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her.
Right, so right now, like earlier, the one that walked by, she that is mine enemy, right? So the women that aren't the Lord's enemies are the ones that are in subjection, all right, unto the word of the Lord, man. They didn't came and they repented. Because again, we was all, like we was quoting it earlier about, we was all the valley of dry bones. We was all dead. We was all going off. There are some women that are coming back and repenting and everything like that. But then you have these other ones that are the Most High's enemies that'll walk by and laugh and scoff. Right. And maybe your old lady or whatever. Why you put your brothers in the truth over me? You don't care about me. You don't love me. I'm gonna take away your child. I'm gonna do these things. I'm gonna do those things, man. These are the Lord's enemies right now, man. These are these women that's walking around just careless and everything else like that, man. Hey, man, the Lord has enemies, man. It's like, yo, what you mean, man, women and children gonna get destroyed like that, or the women and the children? Hey, the Most High says so. They gotta be held accountable. The Most High is the ultimate, how they would say, alpha male. He's not gonna leave these women unaccountable for their actions, man. No, he gonna you know, bring out that discipline, man. All right.
Micah 7 and 10.
They women make up the majority of our people, you know, that shit.
And really on the planet, I believe.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
You know, the majority of our people as well too. But hey, the whole planet, man. All right. Hey, and our people, man, they just lost, man. Completely lost. Go ahead with that.
Back in Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it.
And what is she gonna see? She's gonna see all the things that we've been telling her about. Right now, we telling you, hey man, it's not gonna be long that you're gonna be walking around here like this. It's not gonna be long you're gonna be able to talk to a man like this. You ain't so gonna be so safe. And they say, now I got my own money. I got this. I got that. All right, then you're gonna see it. All right, then you're gonna see all the things we've been telling you about coming to pass, man. Then it's gonna hit you in the back of your mind. It's like, oh, that's that big, you know, you fucked up right moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Or at this moment, he knew that he fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what the hell? I don't like a man with a beard. I don't like this and that. And then the only thing you're gonna be desiring is be looking for a man with a beard in that day.
Where's the Israelites?
You know what I'm saying? The one thing that you said out of your mouth to condemn you. Oh, y'all be out there with them garments. Y'all spend too much time with the brothers. That day you're going to be wishing to be around a man of the Lord with him and his brothers because you know it's a safety zone, man. Right. Then you're going to see it in that day, man. Finish that off.
Reads on, and shame shall cover her. Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now,
right, she said, hey, where's the Lord, your power? Where your God at? Let me see this God, whatever. They always saying stuff like that. They got their own gods. They don't want to believe. Oh, that's the white man's book. That's the white man's book and everything else like that. Hey, they ain't got no knowledge. But look, when the Lord start bringing down that judgment, they going to be out here screaming, what's going on, man? All right, yeah, there's a lot of these women that's living in this here building, and you know, thinking everything was all good, and all of these broke ass bums out here, go get a job. Wait, look at how I'm living, and y'all niggas is broke. Now y'all motherfuckers is probably staying in the hotel where your shit got flooded all out, man. And we still out here, man. So what then? That's one example. All right, go ahead, finish that off.
It reads on. It says, "Where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets."
Right, hey, the Lord said, look, at that point in time, I'm gonna see her ass, man. She gonna be stomped out like basically shit in the street, man, mud in the street, man. Ran through, like, what was it, Stone Cold say, I'm gonna stomp a mud hole in your ass. That's basically what the Lord is saying, man. She gonna be trodden down as the mire in the street, man, in those days, man. All these women walking around with these provocative ass clothes on, wanting attention and everything, that's gonna be a curse unto you in those days, man. All right, everybody walking around like the guys with the flashy cars and all this stuff on Instagram. We know who to hit now. We know who to rob now. Y'all got the money. Same with these women, man, flossing all these things, got the Instagram photos and everything like that, man. All you doing is putting your calling card out there, man. All this sexual attention, because this is why they dress like that. They want sexual attention, man. And that day, you're going to get all the sexual attention that you want, you desire, and it's going to be too much for your ass, man. And you ain't going to be able to call 911 to get, hey, 911, like, where your location at, girl? What you was wearing? All right, I'll be there about 10, 20 minutes, man. And the police going to be over there raping your ass, man. All right, because this is what's going on, man. You see all these women walking around with their little booty cheeks hanging out, look at all this here ass. That's going to be a shame unto them in that day. They're going to be trying to cover up. You know, before they say all the women wearing the burqas or whatever they call, the hijab, oh, they all oppressed. In them days, they're going to be wanting to have a big bed sheet around. I remember one day I said that in a video, and a female commented and said, so what should we do, get all fat and wear clothes? Like, no, humble down unto the Lord, man. You don't want to be walking around, no man who don't want to get robbed shouldn't be walking around with a clear backpack with all his money in there, like 200,000 with a clear backpack walking down the goddamn streets of the projects, man. What you think gonna happen, man? Jake out there hungry, boy. Jake gonna eat. Jake finna snatch that shit up off your back. There's nothing you gonna be able to do about it, man. You had that calling card on your back saying, look, man, I got what you want. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just go and take that shit from you, man. This is gonna be the same thing in those days, man. You was done on that?
Yeah.
Whatever that piece you got.
Oh,
that was you that had that piece?
No, I was just thinking out loud because you talking about how they dress. That's why it's called sex appeal. You know, you're appealing to give a man a certain thought before you look. You know, trying to give him the idea of sex. You know, so that's their
Yeah, sex with her,
Yeah, that's exactly what that's their calling card, man. I'm like, well, what are you planning
Business
to get?
card here.
Yeah, what are you planning on advertising with this? Like Dave Chappelle say, the police officers in a uniform is advertising he's a police officer, man. I guarantee these guys behind us over here got a uniform, like they trucks got a uniform that's advertising what the hell are they in business for, man. Same thing with these women out there. All right, man, you gonna get it over. Like every business with these little advertisements, they want business. They want people to see what they advertising and call them up so they can be selling that product, man. Same with these women that's walking around that day. That's their calling card, man. And in that day, man, it ain't gonna be no 911, man. All your ex-boyfriends, all them dudes you done passed over and everything else like that, because you got these, what they call it, all these men are like sex, the product of sex and everything like that, and all you showing them is all this Instagram and stuff all day. They finna run through all of that, man. Go ahead.
Just the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2. The point is at verse 12. 2 Peter 2, verse 12. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not.
Right, these is natural brute beasts, man. These bum ass niggas out here, man. All right, this is what these niggas are out here, man. Bunch of low lives, man. They don't know what the hell they talking about, man. All right, read that again.
2 Peter 2, verse 12. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed.
And that's why they out here. That was why they created. So, you know, a lot of the times, yeah, we get in our feelings about this and get upset about it. But ultimately, hey, this is their lot, man. 2/3 of our people have to be put to death. So there has to be a certain amount of people to do certain things. They said they was going to be laughing and scoffing in the last days. We have to have people to make up that role in this here movie, man. So yeah, these are these same people that was created to be destroyed, man, in a horrific way, man. As an example of why you shouldn't be doing these things unto the Lord, man. All right, go ahead.
Back in 2 Peter 2, verse 12. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
Right, so hey, these women say, I don't need no man, and this is that. They speak evil of things they know not. Because in that day when martial law hit, I don't need the Lord your God and this and that, them names. Hey, when all these things hit, you speaking ill of, it's going to be your condemnation, man. Them same words, every word you say is going to have to be made an account for, man. So for all these women that's out here saying they don't need no man, in that day, man, That's, hey, Lord willing, the Lord put that same on replay in your mind. I don't need no man, I don't need no man. When men is come kicking in your doors, shooting motherfuckers down and everything like that, man, tossing babies off the high rises and everything. Hey, let that shit play in your mind. I don't need no man, 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 man. All this coming up, all you guys out here, I don't need the truth, I know the truth already, man. Let that keep being replayed in your mind when the chariots roll up. And
That's right!
You over here running from the chariots, you out here with your damn shotgun trying to shoot at a chariot or something like that, man. Like, what the fuck is you doing, man? All right, go ahead.
Reads on, verse 13. And shall receive the reward of the unrighteousness, as they that counted pleasure to riot in the daytime, spots they are and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings, while they feast with you, having eyes full of adultery, and that cannot cease from sin, begouging unstable souls, in heart they have exercised with covetous practices, cursed children.
Right. So hey, man, they their own insides. It's like, you know, they constantly on. So they want to do this, they want to do that. They can't make up their minds on certain things, man. They with their wayward doctrines and things. One moment they this, the next moment they need that. Hey, like we were speaking on these women saying, I don't need no man, but then they hit 35, 40 years old, hitting the wall, wanting kids. Now they want to go back and backtrack on these things. But wait a minute, I thought you were standing firm on what you believed beforehand, man. Now look, now what are you gonna do? All right, go ahead. I'm gonna read down quite a bit of that.
Back in 2 Peter's 2, then that's the point.
Yeah, just keep going down.
Okay, verse 15. It says, which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Bosor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness, but was rebuked for his iniquity. The dumb ass speaketh with man's voice, forbade the madness of the prophet.
Hey, so even when it's some, how you say, outlandish ass sign that's in front of you, all right, because he's talking about when he was speaking to the actual donkey, man. The donkey was telling him that he's stopping. You know what I'm saying? He's like, bro, why you stopping? He's stopping. Why you stopping? He's like, stop it, you dumb man. Like, he's talking to the, like, I'm dumb, but you don't want to talk to the mule. I'm saving your life. You know what I'm saying? It's a goddamn angel right there about to slay your ass. And you don't even know it. Just like us right now, they talking all this junk. Like, you don't even realize Jacob's trouble is right around the corner, and you want to pass this here off, man. Keep read on down to like 18. Who verse you with?
Oh, my 16.
All right, keep going.
Verse 17. These are wells without water, clouds that are carried with a tempest, to whom the midst of darkness is reserved forever.
Right, you just moving missile food, man. All right, the Most High's got you just reserved for judgment. Like I said earlier, there has to be somebody to fulfill that lot. The 2/3 being destroyed, man. All right.
I read on verse 18. But when they speak great swelling words of vanity,
That's what they do. They walk around. Y'all niggas don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all bugged out. Y'all lost. Go get a job. Go do something with your life, man. It's all this here money out here, all this here women out here, all these different things out here. They don't know what the hell they talking about, man. We don't want these defiled ass women. We was talking on it earlier today. Isaiah 4:1, the righteous women gonna start coming to us. We're not gonna be chasing them. Telling us, oh, y'all done, y'all wasting y'all time and y'all life. Well, the life you living is about to be over real soon anyway, man. He's speaking of shit you have no idea about. That's right. Brought out earlier today. They don't even know there's a whole other realm that's behind all this. Come on, man. Y'all don't even know about Jacob and Esau, man. You think that just things is just going on how it is, man. All right, you toss to and fro, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 18. For when they speak great swelling words of vanity, they allure through the lust of the flesh, through much wantonness, those that were clean escape from them who live in error.
Right. So ultimately, you know, you have certain things, like, because we know that Jacob's under these curses, man. We only want to go but so far in this society. But you can have these people try to lure us into certain things, tell us, look, you can do this, you can do that, and you can get up on this here level, or you can get this here job, you can be on this level, or you can get with this here woman. But we know ultimately, like, hey, man, no matter what, we get with these women, they still got these spirits on them. It's not very good for me, man. I can get some money here or whatever, whatnot, but then ultimately, hey, the Lord can take it all away from me, or punish my name, or put shame on my name, and all these different things, man. So we're not really looking for those things. We're desiring spiritual gifts, man. That was it on that?
Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Hey, So right now in this society, one of the most precious things in this society that everybody covered is what? The bag. I'm trying to get the bag, bro. I'm trying to get that bag. You know, as Jake talked for getting money. I'm trying to get that bag, man. I'm trying to pop up on YouTube, get my comedy sketches off, trying to get my OnlyFans popping, trying to get my Twitter lit, my little business lit so I can get the bag, bro. I'm trying to go into this and that to get this here bag, man. So everybody's desiring the bag in this society. All right, now you talking about fiat currency, how much more gold, right? Read that again.
Isaiah 13 verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens.
Right. So hey, a man even more precious than the fine golden wedge of Ophir, right? It's the most precious thing that there's gonna be, man. All right, and then it's not talking about just a regular man. All right, it's talking about a man of the Lord. Why is the man of the Lord gonna be more precious than anything else on this planet, man? Because I said, 33 and 6, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that time, man. All right, you're gonna have the Lord's name, be able to call on it to be saved, because there's nothing else under the whole sun that can save you from this destruction. You can't be saved from the Most High, man. Put it that way. If he coming after your ass, if your name is on his list, it's over with, man. What are you gonna put up? What are you gonna do to try to hide from him? So if the Most High coming to destroy the whole earth and all these people, not the whole earth itself, but the people, you know what I'm saying, and put the rest of them in subjection, what are you gonna do at that point in time, man? The only thing that's not gonna be touched like that is the men that have Ezekiel 9 and 4, man. The men that sign and crying on the highways and the byways for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. They got that mark of exemption on their foreheads, man. This is why they're gonna be more precious than the fine golden wedge of Ophir, man, because they're gonna be the ones reserved from this here wrath, man. They're gonna be the ones exempt from this here judgment, man. All right, so if you want to be on the ones that's like, look, man, whatever movies that they have, the end of the world movies, where it's like, look, they got the ark or whatever they can get on and try to get up out of here. They got a limited amount of tickets, man. Hey, if you ain't got one of them tickets, your ass is grass out here, man. All right, and this here wisdom and knowledge is gonna be the stability of our time. This is gonna be our ticket up out of here, man. This is why it's gonna be more precious than the fine golden wedge of Ophir, because hey, man, there's a limited amount of seats on this here getaway plane, and we got a ticket for ourselves, and we got one more for a friend, right? So hey, you gonna be trying to appease these men to get that second ticket, man. All right, then you're gonna have to do what? It's gonna be more or less like a so-called a challenge or whatever to be chosen, because look, you can't be out here being a loud, clamorous woman trying to rule over a man of the Lord. Look, you better pick me, nigga. I'm this and that, and I don't do this and I don't do. You think the man of the Lord gonna allow you to go with him at that point in time versus a woman that's coming humbly, man? All right,
I'm pigeon.
yeah.
You got yourself a pigeon, but you didn't give me a pigeon.
How come your pigeon bigger than mine? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
James 1 and 21, it says, wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word which is able to save your souls. So backing the brother up, man, this what's gonna make the man of the Lord more precious to find gold is the word, man, that they have, man.
Well, you read that first and then
And going to engrafted, pretty much being taught by the elders, man. See, this word have to be embedded in your spirit. Going to the book of Ephesians, the first chapter, you have to be predestinated to receive this word, man. You know, you can't just get this on your own. The Lord has to already predestine you to receive it, man. You know. That was go back to Isaiah 13.
you was done on that?
Nah, it's some more.
No. I'm saying the precept that
13.
I go back to Isaiah 13. I want you to read some more. Read that first.
Isaiah 13, verse 12. Again, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens.
Matter of fact, read on down to 20.
And the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, in the day of his fierce anger.
Right, so now we're going on a little bit, what he's reading is going into, you know, when that thermonuclear destruction start coming, man, these nukes and everything start coming, man. All right, so hey, what man do you know can withstand a nuclear destruction, man? He may have a bunker or something like that, but can he get to it? Is he still gonna be safe in that bunker? All right, see, we going off of straight faith. The Lord's gonna deliver us. But hey, man, how much more in these days, man, when these women is like, yo, y'all don't need no man. Like, yo, you know there's some smart niggas out here like Elon Musk and them that got some damn bunkers. And you over here talking about you don't need no man. This nigga scared, and he got way more wisdom than you. You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna do in these days, man? This is why I was reading about those vain words, man. All right, not just to the women, the men as well also, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 14, and it shall be as the chased roe, and as the sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man Then shall every man turn to his own people
Right. So hey, keep going.
and flee every one into his own land.
Right. So you having certain things like that taking place now, where everybody's like, yo, I'm about to go back to my so-called roots, or wherever I was going back to. Let me just. You don't want to be partakers with Babylon and they wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to our own shit. This Western society is fucking us up in our minds, man. You know what I'm saying? These women over here thinking they can have multiple men and everything like that. Nowadays, it's like, you know what? Let me back up off of these things. Maybe these plagues are coming because of these things, man. All right, go ahead.
Come on, verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Right. So hey, when you start coming into that Jacob's trouble, martial law, everyone, it's just like the real life purge, man. Everyone is found gonna be thrust through, man. Remember, I was watching the newest one, and they called it in the martial law troops, but then you had the regular people purging, then you had the people that was in the regular movie. It's like, look, they got the regular purgers after them, then they got the police that's after them, and they both on a kill everything breathing type mission. The military was commanded like, yo, anybody you see out there, just put their ass down, man. You're not taking nobody, kill whoever you see, man. The purgers was like, we gonna kill whoever we see at that point in time, man. Then you had like Issacharite woman was in that their American spirit of let's do this, let's do that, let's be in charge.
You talking about in the church? Or you talking about the new one?
The newest one.
Oh yeah, I ain't seen
And
that.
the newest one, she, the
Spoiler
purgers.
alert.
Yeah, well, the newest one, but this, she want to be a so-called leader. Her dumb ass see this damn goat in a trap. You know what I'm saying? She want to go free the damn goat, and her ass is in a trap, man. I'm like, you see, this is why you ain't supposed to be following after these folks. You get caught out here slipping, shit is all, it's all bad for you, man. We're gonna be in a time and a place like that where it's gonna be trouble on this side and trouble on that side. Anybody that's gonna be found out there, the commandment gonna be kill everything breathing, man. All right, if it can be put to death, put it to death, man. If it can't be put to death, leave it alone, man. All right, because the men of the Lord are gonna be surviving at that point in time, but we know we're gonna be in Jacob's trouble. All right, Esau gonna be putting Jake to death. The Lord gonna have the spirit on not just Jake, 2/3, and some of these other nations start putting some of these Edomites to death. Then he gonna finish off the job, man. All right, so read that again.
Yeah, if I could back you up, Psalm 17 says, deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword. So why do you think we're so fervent in the spirit? Because we want to be delivered from the sword of the Heavenly Father, man. The Lord is getting ready to throw a heavy ass swing, all right, from the left hand on the whole world, man. And this is something that you people are not, you don't have the armor equipped, okay, to block it, man. And that armor is the words of Yahweh Shemi Shai. And we have the shield of faith. We have the helmet of salvation. We have the feet shod with the gospel of peace, man. See, we have the word, which is the spirit of the Lord, man. Okay, the sword of the spirit. So we're able to combat that sword that the Lord is getting ready to swing, okay, physically on you people, man. You see?
Hey, but not only like you said, they can't, they ain't got the armor to stop them. Hell, they in a boxing match or they in this here fight. Fuck the armor, they don't even have the eyesight to see that homeboy is already throwing a swing at their ass, man. So even if you did have the armor, you're not even looking for it, man. All right, they getting caught unawares, man. Go ahead with that.
Come, verse 17, verse 16. Their children also shall.
One verse.
All right, come, verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Right, so you want to walk hand in hand with the wicked, all right, and not just talking about Esau, but basically the men of the Lord. We'll put it that way, because if you're not in this here truth, man, your ass is basically how you say, not to say just missile food. Your ass is not, you're gonna be put to death at that point in time, basically, And then the ones that's left over, they missile food. But nevertheless, if you're not with the men of the Lord at this point in time, man, everyone that's found be thrust through, man. Again, like I said, it's gonna be a kill everything breathing at that point in time. If it can't be put to death, they're a man of the Lord. All right, anything beyond that, hey, put it to death, man. And if not, reserve it for the missiles, man. Go ahead.
Verse 16, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
Right.
Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravaged.
Right, so hey, they're gonna be running through these homes looking for food and everything else like that, man. You seen who was that out there, I think in South Africa, where they running through all the stores and everything else like that for just some little bullshit, they're not gonna replenish those stores, so once they start running out of food, man, all they gotta do is start looking down the block to see who got lights on in their house. All right, there's somebody in that house down there. You know what I'm saying? And for all these single, independent women that don't need no man or nothing like that, you a soft target, man.
Yep.
Again, you got a band of dudes coming down the block just to eat, or maybe to feed their family, man. What do you think they're gonna do? You think they're gonna be emotional like you? Stop, please don't kill me. I'm a woman. I got kids. Yeah, you an easy target, bitch. I don't want to have to fight another big brawly man for some food, I might as well just go ahead and take your ass off, man. Those are soft targets. They're gonna be the first ones hit, man. All right, go ahead.
And that word for ravage too, it says it means to take or rape, man.
Yep.
Okay, for all you bozos out there, man.
Yep.
Okay, they don't have no understanding of the scriptures. Okay, we read ravage and you just ravage. So you're gonna be rape, take, man. The scriptures get down and neat to the point, man. Okay, and this happened in the ancient world, man. It's not far-fetched. If you know Yahweh Shemel Shah in the ancient world, man, this is how we got down, man.
Hey, imagine.
Hey, we took from you people, all right? Okay, they came up against Yahweh Shemel Shah and you got destroyed and you were spoils, man. So what you think spirit is on these other nations to come down, man? Because they know who we are. It's gonna say what nation have not had a hand in their captivity and they're spoiled, man. You know?
Hey, just imagine being in this here high-rise building, you know, all the single ladies living in there, and some odd reason they get stuck inside the building, man, months on end, running out of food and everything like that, man. Get to a point where everybody start getting hungry.
Pining away.
Yeah, they can get out of their apartment, they can't get out of the building. So, hey, man, it's going to be a battle royale to the end in that whole building right there, man. All right, and guess the strongest going to survive, man. All right, it is going to be what it is, man. Finish that off real quick.
Verse 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver. And as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
You ain't gonna be able to pay off these Russians like the brothers going into these foreign troops and stuff like that. You're not gonna be able to pay them off, man. They especially not. What do you got to pay them off with your fiat currency that they getting rid of right now anyway? Foreign troops. Hey, I got 100,000 right here. Bitch, your money ain't worth shit right now anyway. Or I'm gonna kill you and take your money anyways. What's the deal? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 18, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces. And they shall have no pity on the fruit of their womb.
Right, so they man, woman, and child, babies, all that's got to go, man. They're not gonna be worried about y'all because again, like the brother was saying, you weren't worried about, none of y'all was considering for the last 20 years America been dropping bombs all throughout the Middle East, man. Killing man, woman, and child, dropping bombs on innocent children, sleeping and everything like that. Ain't nobody took account of that and all the wickedness that's been going on over there. So you think these people gonna come over here and be worried about that? Oh, I got my newborn baby in my arm, I just gave birth. They walking through the damn birthing ward in the hospital and shit. Woman giving birth. Oh, don't kill me, I just had my baby. No, man, y'all was dropping bombs on their hospitals over there, man. So what you think they gonna do to y'all, man? They remember these things, man. 20 years, man. You got some people that was born around the times that America started going over there. They grew up their whole life, all they know was America bombing the hell out of them, man. When they get that chance, what do you think they gonna do, man? All right? Is that it on that? All right.
Hey, y'all get Isaiah 32 and 2?
Yeah, we already read that.
Oh, okay, con.
They shall not delight in it. Verse 19 it says, in Babylon the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees of excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So once again, the Lord is getting ready to overthrow Babylon the Great, which the scriptures say in the book of 2 Peter, right, the 2nd chapter, around the 7th verse. The Lord made Sodom and Gomorrah as an example, man, of those that shall live ungodly. So what do you think is going to happen? Why? Because you ain't getting punished expediently, man. The Lord actually let you devils reach your peak, man. That's why in Job the 14th chapter it says what? He set a bound that you cannot pass. And what? He woke us up in this valley of dry bones, put the spirit on us, and now we what? We chanting down Babylon, man. So now that we chanting this place down, bro, you reaching your limit, bro. Cause now we're accusing you, nigga. We throwing a book at you. You throwing a book at Jake. We throwing a book at you, bro.
Hey, real quick, grab this precept just to back you up. Obadiah 1 and 6. We'll close out on that over there. Real quick, Obadiah 1 is just to make the point of what you were saying right now. Well, you could have got it 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6 is real quick.
Slop. I got you. Obadiah 1?
1 and 6.
I got you. Obadiah 1 and verse 6. Obadiah 1 and verse 6, and it reads, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought out?
Real quick, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. Hey, so like the brother's saying, you know what I'm saying, we at the end all be all. You know, Esau's being exposed for all the things he's doing, man. All right, he's being called out, and now he's about to, you know, it's like you go to court and they say, look, you've been charged with murder and this, and that. That's what we're doing right now, and then the Lord's gonna bring down the judgment. Go ahead with that.
2 Thessalonians 2 verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord, Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Right, so going into the question in Obadiah 1:6, how the things Esau searched out and sold up, how is all these things being brought up? Hey, the scripture just said the Lord was going to consume with the spirit of his mouth, man. All right, so now as we going into this, you know, he has the men of the Lord in the highways and the byways. The Lord will do nothing but reveal his secrets to his servants, the prophets, man. And now we are here in the highways and the byways, and we're exposing them, man. We're publishing his crimes, all right? We're exposing the atrocities and the things he's done. And now the Lord's actually about to start bringing down his judgment on him.
That's right!
And that's just going to be the end all be all for Esau, man.
That's right!
All right? Finish that off. We're not going to.
And shall destroy him with the brightness of his coming. And what is the brightness of the Lord's coming, man? The chariots, man. Because once Yahweh cracked that sky, that's it, bro. All the mockery, all the games, all the laughing at Elder Pastor Hall down, all the laughing at what we doing right now, that shit gonna be out the window, man. Once he cracked that sky, that's your ass, man. If you was not redeemed, if you was not set for salvation, you do, bro. That's the point we coming to, man. See, we trying to get saved, man. We trying to fucking die with you niggas, man. Fuck you people, bro. If you don't believe in Yahweh Shai, death to you, man.
You're going to read it right here. We're going to close on this. You was done on that?
Come.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, starting at verse 5.
Hey, because like the brother was going into, hey, when them missiles come, it's going to be all over for you people, man. Hey, but even before then, all right, which we're about to read right now, man. All right, it's like in the movie The Purge, man. Once you hear that siren go off, man, your ass outside, you ain't in that ark, however it is, your ass is grass, man. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 30, verse 5, it reads, For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
Right, and so, you know, our people say y'all always talking negativity, but we've heard, look, just what we heard. Mornings, how to say, lamentation morning and woe is coming down the pipeline, man. Destruction is coming, man. We telling you, hey, we ain't bringing it. We the weatherman telling you, hey, it's a big ass hurricane coming, major flooding, a lot of death to be expected. We didn't send a hurricane. We just warning you of the things that's coming. You don't want to take heed to this shit. That's your ass, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 6, Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Now these are the men, all right? These are the men, maybe in the military, big gangsters or whatever, whatnot. You know, they're in this here spirit. They know about things going on. Oh, I'm cool, I got this, I got that. But when they start seeing the real hell hitting, shit hitting the fan, you know, when Ecclesiastes 12 talking about the strong men bowing themselves, and you start watching these top economic people, all right, there's billions of dollars and everything like that invested. They're like, yo, dog, America is done, man. This economic, this shit is done. When they out here crying, how much more did the rest of you peons that don't know nothing about nothing, all right, should be worried about these things, man? So in this case, when the big strong men is bowing, they trembling, oh shit, what the hell's going on? We scared out here. How much more are the rest of these women out here, man? All right, go ahead.
Verse 7, At last, for the day is great, so that none is like it.
There's never been a time like this, so you can't necessarily prepare your way for this here time in any other type of way. Oh, I've been through this, I'm gonna just stock up on food, stock up on guns. You don't even know what the hell is coming around the corner, man. You don't even believe in the chariots, so you're not even expecting the chariots coming. You don't believe in Leviathan, so you don't expect Leviathan coming. You don't believe that the Lord will use these other nations to come and attack America because you think, oh, America's just a golden nation, it ain't gonna never get touched. All right, you're not gonna believe that there's gonna be all-out chaos amongst these people and like things like the purge is real. So then what? How are you gonna prepare for any of these things if you don't even believe in these things, man? Even if you did believe in these things, you still can't prepare because again, once you're on the Lord's radar, you can't defend yourself against that, man. It's just impossible. All right, go ahead and finish that last verse off again.
Verse 7, Jeremiah 30 and verse 7, At last, for the day is great, so that none is like it.
Right.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Right, it was saying Jacob's trouble because this is the last judgment and punishment for our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, you are still getting your punishment right now, but the Lord has a specific time to really turn up for the very last time on you 2/3 of our people, man. He said he shall be saved out of it. That's the elect. The elect gonna be saved up out of it, man. All right, but for 2/3 of our people, man, they're gonna be dashed into pieces, man. That's just gonna be it for them, man. All right. Anybody got any closing precepts?
Yeah. Psalms chapter 58. Because we getting ready to laugh at you people, man. All this mourning, all right, all this sorrow that we go through in this truth, all right, it's getting ready to be turned into joy, man. Okay? Us coming out here, us suffering, the scripture say endure all things for the elect's sake, man. Us coming out here every week. You think it's easy for us every week, man? Nah, it take hell to come out here, man. Okay? To endure a whole week. But guess what? All the suffering and all the hell that we catch every week is getting ready to be turned into rejoice, man. We getting ready to rejoice, man. We getting ready to have joy at the downfall of this place. And if we're allowed to see the missiles drop, like the brother said, man, we call her Lord. We ready to go. But you niggas don't want to go, man. So you're going to be left right here, man. In that Zechariah 14 and 12. Psalms chapter 58 verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. All right? And as we get closer to the day of Yahushua, we rejoicing, man. We're not getting scared at prophecy. We would come on, come in. We opening up the door for prophecies, man. Let's go. Type shit, man. No? Because you people, you don't want the Lord to come back, man. How we know? By your actions, man. You have no sign of repentance. That's why the Lord said if there were not a small remnant, we would have been at Sodom and Gomorrah, man. The Lord had to put the spirit on us to be humble. Okay? The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. That's when we get the powers, man. Okay? Once we start working miracles out here and everything start going right hand, because everything is left hand. Once it start going right hand, you people done, man. Because that's when the Lord gonna really start flexing. Okay? Because the scriptures say on his right hand is pleasures forevermore. But that's gonna start on this side, man. Verse 11, so that a man shall say, verily there is a reward for the righteous. Verily here's a power that judgeth in the earth, man. Okay, so the Lord is getting ready to show, all right, that our labor is not in vain, man. Everything, us laying out our life as a sacrifice for Yahweh Shai is not in vain, man. Coming out here being a living sacrifice, your whole life being laughed at, people laughing at you, being locked up for the truth, being persecuted for the truth, everything we got to go through for this truth is not in vain, man. All right? A reward is coming, man. All right?
Hey, so with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash.
double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught us this truth and our will. And salutation and much love for you, I can push this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Hey, till next time, stay strong. Shalom.